Here we all are at 125 Ferndale for the ball hockey game of the week between the Rebels and the Oil Kings. And just starting it out, we've got the Oil Kings in red and the Rebels in white. Slowly the Rebels got the ball, shoots it on the net, and first face-off comes out here. The face-off's going to go in the corner here.
Yeah, good start by the Rebels getting that early shot on goal. We'll see now as face-off comes to the left in the Oil King zone.
Here comes a draw back to the point. Point man slap shot goes wide, shoots, ball just straight over the line up to the center ice in the neutral zone. Ball brought up, passed in deep. And the Rebels have the ball just on the corner here, trying to break out. Breaking out of the zone is number 91. Gets the ball into the Oil King zone. Shoots the ball wide, just left of the net, goes wide. Battled in behind the boards. Looking for a man out front, shoots it out front. Out front slap shot, comes back, shoots, scores from the point. It's big number 91.
That's Daniel Greeley. What a shot. We've seen it already a couple times in this game. That time he's able to find the back of the net. Nice shot there by Daniel Greeley.
Yeah, and Daniel's a spare on this team. Daniel's filling in because not a lot of guys are here today for the Rebels, and Daniel does have a great shot from the point there. Here we go back to face-off. Ball dropped in the neutral zone there. Shot in deep in the zone. Oh, there's number 91 again, battling for the ball. He's got it behind the net. He's looking for a play outlet. No one in the open. Looks for number 4. And that's Ethan Hayes. Doesn't pick it up. Ball goes deep. Shot out back at the neutral zone. Number 91, Caleb Kempfus, is in the corner. He shoots it around the boards. Back out, the Oil Kings are back in the neutral zone again. Kept in. Ball still kept in. Now it's out down the floor. And coming around the corner is Kay McCutcheon. She passes it up the ice. Icing waved off as that ball was tipped. Goes into the deep in the zone, and Daniel Greeley's got it in the zone. Daniel's getting battled here as well. Daniel comes out with the ball. Daniel, big battling the Daniel there, and where he takes his time and goes back. Makes a cross-ice pass.
Nice use of the body there by Greeley. He's got that size, and he's using it to his advantage, which is what you like to see.
Yes, he's looks like a veteran out there. They certainly made good use of their pickup for today, that's for sure. Here we go back to the play. It's ball kept in inside the zone, inside the center here. A little scramble in front. Ball comes up. They get it over the zone here. And the Oil Kings looking for it. They just dump it in on net. Ball comes back to the corner. The Oil Kings looking for an outlet. Just shoot it out front. The ball's cleared to the boards. Kept in nicely. Overslap shot and a big save, and a rebound comes out and placed outside though. Oh, little battle on the boards here. Ball dumped deep in, still kept in the zone. Now the Rebels on there all over the right now, trying to cycle that ball. Looking for an outlet. Oh, blind pass up the middle, taken back out. The ball is cleared outside the zone here. There go the Rebels again. I'm sorry, the Oil Kings shoot. They're back in the zone. They're mad scramble in front, and it looks as though the ball's loose up over the fence out the side there. Ball's still in play though. Back to the point. Battle kept in just inside the neutral zone. Ball's back in over the blue line. That's still a good live ball. Plays shot on net. Big save by the goalie, and it's just steered off in the center. He's looking for a pass outlet from the corner here. Battle in the corner between the defensemen. And the forward comes out with it. Looks like the goalie has it. Nope. Ball's still loose. Out front. Great pass and a nice shot and score by number 10. That was a nice play by number 10.
Yeah, Drake Yonkman able to finish there. And it's the spare for the Oil Kings, Hayden Bruning, setting that play up. So we see the spares already in this game, you know, impacting this game in a big way. We'll see that goal again. Nice job there by Bruning. He does a lot of the heavy lifting on his own, and he's able to set it up front for Yonkman. And just like that, we're all knotted up at 1.
Yeah, great game. Here we go. Back into the play. Ball drop. Just back in the zone. Back over to the, as the ball's back in deep in the zone. Oh, ball out. Heads up. And sorry, I'm getting a little confused with the sweaters. They're all wearing Rogers sweaters. So
Yeah.
a lot of the teams that normally the Rebels are wearing white today, and the Oil Kings usually dressed in white are wearing red. So it's a little confusing here, Steve.
Yeah. So it's definitely hard to pick up on the team names. One thing that you want to try to do is, the home team for today's game are the Oil Kings. So maybe just try to stick to that, and then the away team are the Rebels. So they have the dugouts on the left side of your screen. The away dugout is the Rebels, and the right side, the home side, are the Oil Kings. So face-off will come back in the zone to the right of goaltender for the Oil Kings, Caitlin Ward.
Ball is dropped. Face-off comes back. Drawn deep in the look for the outlet pass. Still kept inside the red line, which is a good play. Ball in, looking for someone out front here. Looking for the man out front. Shoots cross floor. Number 4 with the ball right now. Centers it out front, back of the net. Noah Kings in, scores.
That was some pretty passing around the net there.
That was a tic-tac-toe play, Steven. I couldn't even catch up to the ball there.
No, I know. That was Riker Rutledge setting the pass. Finishing that one out front. You see the pass from behind that from Destiny Ali, able to get to Riker Rutledge. And just like that, the Rebels regain their 1-goal lead. They're up 2-1 now on the Oil Kings.
Rebels on the forecheck again. Oil Kings, the defenseman puts it out on the boards. Nice pass play, deep in the zone. Looking for an outlet. Oh, just moved just wide. Loses the ball in the corner, and there's number 91 again with the ball. He's running. He's a lot of impact on the game. He's trying to go end to end on this. That big player, there he is.
Daniel Greeley, using that speed and size. It's a dangerous combination, especially out on the courts here at Barrie Ball Hockey.
It is, and Daniel's looking for a man to set up, but he centers it in. A lot of the defensemen on the Oil Kings just waiting for that. Play up at the center. Back in the zone here. Trying to get it out of the zone. Here we go. Back in, just over the blue line. Bit of a rush going on here. Pass across. Looks like a spot. Nope. Couldn't get it. Couldn't pull the trigger.
It's good to see those Brunings fitting right in. Again, that nice setup to Yonkman. Those two have been...
Oh, and that was a great shot, Steven. He just took a nice
shot
wrist shot just in over the, used the man as a screen and put it in top corner.
Yeah, Jordan Cooper, Ostrich Cooper. The nice shot there as we see it, take another look. We're talking about the end on the one side of the rink, and next thing you know, a goal at the other end. So this game...
Here we go. This goal's a fast-paced game, Steven. Here we go.
Lots of scoring early on.
All Kings in the zone. Number 94 with the ball right now. Hayden Brooding looking for the outlet. Shoots in the middle. He's got it again. Shoot up top. Missed just wide. Ball picked up by the Rebels. Looking for a long pass. And that's onside. Just a shoot. Scores! Big number 91. That was Daniel Greeley?
81. That was Damon Parker. From the pass from Greeley.
Oh, there we go. 81, 91.
Yeah, and you see Greeley again making things happen, even in his own end. That nice stretch pass to Parker. And the Rebels now have a 3-goal lead early on in this one.
Wow, this is turning out to be quite the game right now.
Yeah. One thing you always got to worry about, though, is when you jump out to a big lead early on, is getting a little too complacent and sitting on that lead. We'll see if the Rebels do that or they decide to keep adding to this 3-goal lead.
That's right. Oil Kings in deep. Just put it in the zone now, trying to make something happen. Greeley with the ball, though. Comes out nicely again. Looking for a man. No, Greeley's going to do it himself again by the looks of it. He's all the way over the blue. He's in the corner now, looking for somebody to put it out to. He's got that long stick. Oh, put it nicely across, but he wasn't expecting the pass there. Ball down by the Oil Kings, deep in the zone. Big number 10's with the ball right now. Looking for an outlet pass. Ball taken up, and it looks as though an icing's going to be called on the play.
And the play will come back down into the Rebel zone, which the ball has not been in for very long in this game, as it's been for much of this game in the end of the Oil Kings, and we'll see if they can start turning things around. We know they have some big scorers on their team. Unfortunately, one of them not in the lineup today. That's Jeffrey Michael. He leads the league in points. Not in the lineup today for the Oil Kings.
Wow, and that's a big impact player as well, leading the league in points.
Yeah, 13 goals he's got already in this season, and so we're just beginning.
Yeah, we're just over halfway point for some of these teams. Here we go back into the play. Some pressure down there now. Behind the net, out front looking for an angle, shoots and scores.
That's Drake Yonkman again, finding the back of the net. It's now his second goal of the game. It cuts that lead in half. They're only down 4-2 now.
Well, we'll have a look at the replay here, yeah. Looks like he's got it on a bad angle, but he just shoots it up top, just over the goalie's shoulder, and bags it at the back of the bar.
Yeah, he saw that the short side of Hunter Embury was wide open, and making no mistake, there's Drake Yonkman.
And Drake's got the ball on the boards again, but intercepted. A lot of on the forward check. Back deep in the zone. Transition looks a little better here. They get some confidence going and get some scoring. Number 91 up there shoots, stick save, ball right across the floor to number 10. Drake Yonkman's got that ball. He just shoots it in front. Here we go. Here's big old number 91 again, transition. And that's part of the reason I think that the ball's coming out of their zone so quickly is a number 91's transition game.
Yeah, it's such a boost to have a defenseman with the wheels like Greeley does. I mean, whether it's off the boards that we saw with that nice stretch pass or just using that speed to get the ball out of the zone, Greeley's been doing that effectively. And he's been quite the spare for today's game.
Yeah, and every coach likes to see that too. You love that defenseman that can actually just pick up the ball and move it out of the zone. Here we go back to the play. In front, Scrabble just shot at the side. Tried to dump around, didn't go. Still out in front, scrambly, but now it's at the neutral zone. They're doing a good job keeping it in the zone. It's still kept in on the red, still good. And then beautiful play, nice pass out in front. Moving to the corner. It's number 66, Riger Rutledge. Oh, he loses the ball. Number 94, Hayden Bruning with the ball. Hayden looking for a pass out in front to number 10. He just misses. That's Drake Yonkman again. He picks up the ball, shoots it back behind the net. Number 94's got that ball. Hayden Bruning looking for an outlet. Picked up by the defenseman and just put out deep, but not out deep enough. Kept in. Beautiful play keeping that ball inside the zone. Finally kept out. Looks as though the Oil Kings have some life in them here. Here we go, and the ball just stopped by the goaltender. We'll have a break here with face-off.
Yeah, one thing the Oil Kings have been doing better since going down 4-1 is getting that ball in deep and then trying to throw it out to the front of the net. We've seen the chances there so far in this game, and now it's up to the Rebels to make that adjustment to start taking away that center lane.
Yeah, definitely, and the Oil Kings are trying to take advantage as Daniel Greeley having a rest on the side here. The Rebels going with only 3 defensemen as well as short on players tonight. That's one of the reasons for the spare. Play back out front though. Number 4 keeps it in. The ball puts it deep, looking for the cycle. That's Hayden Bruning with the ball now. He peels out to the side. Oh, ball just gets stripped up a bit. Hayden still comes out with that ball, but take it up. Still in. That's number 91 with the ball, Caleb here. Nice shot, but wide over by the screen, just over the Rogers sign. 94, Hayden Bruning picks that ball up in the corner. Hayden looking for an outlet, looking for somebody to use. Hayden still with that ball, just puts it in front. Picked up by the Rebels. Just over the neutral zone. Rebels trying to make something happen now. Just put it deep. There's 18 seconds left in this period as it tries to run out here. Looks as though he might get a shot on net here still. Just puts it in deep. Ball with only 5 seconds left in the period. Kept in. I don't know if they'll have chance to shoot. Oh, the whistle goes.
And the clock runs out there, but you gotta like what you saw from the Oil Kings in that second half. You know, falling down early 4-1, not the easiest of things to do, especially when you're trailing. You know, getting back in a game, but they did a good job responding, able to get 1 goal, and being down 2 is a lot easier than being down 3. And
Oh, yes.
they'll take being down 2 heading into the second period.
Oh, yeah, and they've started to get some momentum here. There's a lot of time, a lot of game left here with
exactly.
two periods left to go. So
Exactly.
2 periods, 10-minute stop time periods. A lot can happen as the action just goes here at Barrie ball hockey.
And like we mentioned earlier, missing a player like Jeffrey Michael, the Oil Kings, leads the league in points, has 13 goals, leads the league in goals, has been such a valuable player, and to not have him in the lineup, it's a big loss. But Hayden Bruning's been doing an excellent job filling in today for the Oil Kings.
Yeah, and if I notice something about Jeffrey Michael, there's also Joshua Michael, his brother.
They're both absent. Their top 2 point getters are
on this team,
out of the
yes.
lineup.
That must be a little bit of a struggle for the Red trying to get some offense going.
Yeah, it is a bit of an uphill battle, but you know what? Only being down 2 goals here in this one, and seeing that their effort, the intensity picked up in that second half of the first, we'll see if that carries here into the second period.
That's right. Oil Kings, here we go. Their zone gained by the Rebels. Battle at the boards. Ball just over the line. Big number 91's got the ball, looking for an outlet. Passes it up. 94 chips it over the line. That was Asia. Ball behind. Dumped in around the boards. Little battle going on there. Somebody trying to come out with it. It's a little sloppy. Who is it? Looks as though number 94 gives it up. And I guess that's Ethan Hayes comes out with the ball from the...
Yeah, that was Alicia Stottle with the turnover behind the net there.
Long pass. Oh, put right up the middle. Nice intercepted play. Just put deep in the corner. He's having some trouble. Nice forechecking going on here. The ball just escapes the line. Daniel Greeley, here's with the ball. Daniel's just over the zone, looking for an outlet. Makes it pass back to the point. Destiny Alley. Shot on, Scrambley, can't get the shot away. Ball placed up the boards, kept in. Number 94 just puts it behind the boards.
It appears we have a shoe on the court there in the left corner. I'm not sure who it belongs to, but there is a shoe on the court. I don't see anyone going to grab. I see the referee getting it now, but the action now picking up in the Rebels zone.
There's the Oil Kings back with the ball. Nifty move, but intercepted again. Ball kept in. Beautiful play by the defenseman right on the red. Looking over, shoots. Ball blocked by big number 10 there. And that is Daniel Greeley, of course. Caleb, sorry,
yeah.
Caleb's got the ball now for the Oil Kings. Oil King, nice nifty wraparound, and I think the ball's jammed in against the goaltender. I think he has that.
They're calling it a goal. Yeah, they're calling it a
that
goal.
ball did sneak in by the goaltender.
Yeah, Caleb Camfrey's doing a nice job battling behind the net, able to muscle it around and tucks it in.
That was a great effort by Caleb then, all by himself. Yeah, as we see here, Caleb's battling for the ball there. He comes out with it.
Yeah, he's battling there with Megan Young, and he's able to out-muscle Megan and wrap it around to beat Caitlin Ward.
And that was good eyes by the referee, noticing that ball went in.
Yeah.
Before the goalie came out with it. Ball just deep in the zone, covered up by the goaltender.
And my apologies,
Oil Kings.
Yeah, Hunter Embury in net. My apologies, not Caitlin Ward. Caitlin Ward's in net for the Oil Kings. So now they're only down a goal, the Oil Kings. So
deep in their zone, Oil Kings win the draw. Great play. Look at this effort by the defenseman with a great shot just over the net, though. Ethan Hayes, ball intercepted, shot back up over the net. Looking for an outlet. Long pass. Doesn't look like it's going to be nice, as that ball could have been played. And the Rebels looking for the pass up the boards, moving the ball up. Ball just outside the boards. Tried to be dumped in, but couldn't get over the line. Oh, little pass. 91 there. Caleb again shoots it in off the boards. Big rebound. That's number 94, Hayden on the boards, battling it out, trying to come out with a play, looking for somebody to pass it out to. Oh, great play. Good defense by this Rebels team.
Yeah, we talked about how they've taken away the front of that net. The middle and front of the net has not been used as much as it was earlier in this game. You see Yonkman there with the chance.
Yeah, just off the outside of the post there, Drake Yonkman. That ball's kept in. It's kept deep. Great forecheck here going on. Oh, Kings finally. Rebels just dump it in. Deep in the zone. Going to the dump and chase. Still come out with by the Oil Kings. They're looking for the outlet. Nice transition by these Oil Kings. You know, they try the Rebels looking for a dump and chase, just trying to make something happen. Just over the line, there's big number 66 with the ball. That's Riker Rutledge with it. Shot in front. Tried to poke in, but number 14 comes around. K. McCutcheon. Back in. Shot over. Intercepted out in front. Shoot. Scores. That looks like that went 5-hole.
Yeah, Damon Parker able to scoop up the loose ball and buries it past Caitlin Ward. And they regain a 2-goal lead here. You see Damon Parker's already got a goal to his name in this one. Scores his second as he is able to scoop it up right there at the face-off dot and makes no mistake beating Caitlin Ward. And it's now 5-3.
Yeah, that was a great play by Damon there. Here we go. Back to the play. Back to the action. Ball just dumped in deep in the corner. Goalie plays it off to the side. Number 4's in there right now. Ethan Hayes, he's had a lot of action on that point there, Ethan Hayes. He's all over the line. I think they're going with 3 defensemen as well, from what I could tell.
Yeah,
they only have the 1 spare.
Yeah, both teams only have 2 players on their bench. Oh, excuse me, 3 for the
intercepted.
Rebels.
Big number 91. Great goal by number 1, Caleb again.
Caleb Camfwees once again.
Caleb is trying to make a game of himself here.
Yeah, that was a nice individual effort there by Caleb Camfwees. We see here on the Rogers replay, he's able to take the ball and
beautiful goal. Just picks that top
Hunter
spot.
Embury glove side.
Now, I don't know the timing on that goal, but Caleb just got one. That could be 2 goals in under 2 minutes, I think, Steve. It's pretty close.
They've been pretty close to each other, those 2 goals, and he's having quite the game today.
Ball shot in deep. That's number 81, Damon Parker. Number 81, Trevor Easton picking the ball up. Just ball almost intercepted. It's a little scrambly out in front here. Ball's a little bouncy today with the heat. Here we go. Looks a nice transition pass. Looking up front, just puts it over number 91. He couldn't get it, and an offside is called. Looks like he just went over that line just before the ball. And Daniel Greeley made a great play to make him go offside there.
Yeah, and you see Caleb Camfwees once again making things happen, trying to get that ball past Greeley with the flick and then trying to chase after it. Really nice work from Caleb. I've been really impressed by Camfwees' game so far.
Yeah, it's excellent efforts by Camfwees. Ball kept in, just dumped in the zone. Oh, number 10 with a nice spinorama. Shot and a good goal. That was a great goal by
Drake Yonkman. That's the hat trick.
Again. Oh, that's the hat trick.
Yeah,
for Drake.
so throw your hats out there for Drake Yonkman, as we see there. A nice little spin move right around Megan Young, and he's able to beat Hunter Embury on the glove side. Looked like she got a piece of it, but just was enough to keep it out of the net.
Yeah, now Drake only had 2 goals coming into this game with in the last 6 games. He get the hat trick tonight, so he's having a great game today as well.
Yeah, and you see that now the coach is putting him on defense because, like we see here at Barrie Ball Hockey, in the regular season, once you score 3 goals, it's called the cap. You cannot score another goal. So Drake Yonkman is capped in this one.
Here we go. It looks like it's going to be an offside. Yes, offside at Daniel Greeley. Just made that one extra move at the blue line there. Yeah, as you mentioned, the cap, Steven, that's in the kids division. Mainly once you get to above the adults age or any of the progressive divisions, they don't have the cap, if I'm not mistaken. That's a great way to have the parity so teams don't get discouraged and one team doesn't rule.
Exactly.
One player doesn't rule.
Yeah, it makes it more of a team effort. Yeah. Which is what we like to promote here at Barrie Ball Hockey.
Yeah. Interesting enough, that cap came into effect from a player named Keegan Martin.
Right.
That ended up with 88 points.
Really?
in a season of 12 games. So go figure.
Yeah.
I know my son himself had 82 points just before that rule was into play, and guys are getting 7 goals in a game. You've got to narrow it down, right?
Exactly.
Make it more competitive and even for everybody. Here we go. That's a great play again by the defensive Daniel Greeley. Daniel Greeley just looks like he's played a lot of this game before. Just dumps it in, waiting for things to happen. Ball just back out over the zone. In the neutral zone, a 5-5 game here. Players are slowing down the pace a bit, and the heat and the amount of players in this game, they're just slowing it down. And a goal, another wraparound goals.
Yeah, and maybe that's the secret. You saw earlier on Caleb Camfrey's goal use that wraparound. Now Trevor Easton using it as well. And the Oil Kings, who once trailed this game by 3 goals, now have a 1-goal lead.
That's right. This game, like I say, that was 7 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So here we go back to the replay.
See again, their nice job there by Trevor Easton. Gets it around Megan Young, beats her to the ball and wraps it right around. I don't think Hunter Embury was expecting the wraparound of that one, but nonetheless.
That's right.
6-5 Oil Kings, but still lots of time.
Lots of time left in this game. This could be a high-scoring game by the looks of things here.
Yeah,
that sometimes happens when you get less players out there, because a lot of times it slows down the pace of the game.
Yeah.
The players just like to take the shots, and a lot of should I say, not much defense happen. It turns into more of an offensive battle because the players want to be more of a part of it.
Yeah, and fatigue does set in when you got the smaller benches, and it opens up the court quite a bit.
Definitely. Here we go. The Rebels back in the zone now. Rebels in deep. That's number 66 with the ball. Riker Rutledge just puts it around out front. Another shot in. Goalie makes a glove save. Ball loose. No, it's covered up by the goaltender.
A nice job by Caitlin Ward, able to get over there after the pass from Riker Rutledge to the defenseman, Tristan Atwell. And she was able to get her glove on it and making sure nobody got a good second chance as she was able to corral it.
Getting set back up for the play here. Deep in the end, just 2:27 left in the second period. In a 6-5 game now. Ball kept in. Oh, Caleb's trying to get it out. Kept in nicely by Daniel Greeley. Still got the ball. I don't know how tall he is. That stick is long reach. He's got that with that stick. It's hard to get that ball off him. Just nice little put out play at front. And number 97 tries to just jam that ball in.
As you saw there, Greeley using that size yet again down low and use that lateral movement. Was moving laterally towards the net there, which is something that doesn't get noticed too often here at Barrie Ball Hockey, but nonetheless, nice lateral movement by Greeley, and Caitlin Ward able to stop that from getting by her.
Oh, nice draw and a big shot from number 81, Damon Parker. Just blows it by or through the goalie at that point. I think that might have went 5 holes, Steve.
Yeah, nice face-off win there. I think we'll take another look at this one by Jordan Ostrich Cooper.
Keep an eye out because this one happens pretty quick, Steve. And I don't know if the coach drew it up that way or not, but it was just a quick.
Cooper wins it right back to Parker. And Parker, I don't know if that stick was, the ball was on a stick for more than half a second. It was bang, bang, hockey play. And
that was a great play. Here we go again, back to the action. It's number 81, Damon Parker again, looking for the cross across. Pass just missed wide, but Damon's got the ball again, looks back to the defenseman. Defenseman passes it back to Damon across, scores again. That was number 87, Jordan Astridge.
Yeah, Astridge
Cooper.
On that last one, it was Parker setting up Astridge Cooper, but this time it's Astridge Cooper getting the feed from Parker.
Wow, what a great display of offense we're seeing here today.
That was 2 goals in under a minute. And it was a 1-minute span. They were trailing by a goal, and now we see the Rebels back on top in this one.
Here we go, playing the neutral zone. Chipped in. Oil Kings got the ball, trying to get another shot. Just passed out over the line. Oil Kings again when the neutral zone just pass over the blue line. Big number 94, Hayden Bruning with a shot and scored again. Hayden's having a great game too.
What an offensive display we're seeing here at Barrie Ball Hockey. 14 goals, and we're not even done 2 periods of play yet. There's a minute 14 still left in this second period.
It's a barn burner going on here. Now, the sun might have gotten that goaltender's eyes.
Yeah, we see there. It's Hayden Bruning with a nice move around.
Oh, Hayden just picks that corner. That was pretty goal. Another pretty goal. Hayden's got a couple here today.
Yeah, he had his head up and made no mistake. Hayden Bruning ties this one back up.
Oh, there he is again. Hayden's got the ball just right off the center zone, and that ball didn't go in. I think that went off the post.
Yeah.
Back out in front.
Yeah, the officials saying it didn't go in. I don't believe it went in either.
We'll have to keep a time on that clock when that went, just in case there's an appeal for that goal.
Yeah, 53 seconds remaining.
Oh, scores!
No appeal needed. Hayden Bruning. That's his second goal in just under 30 seconds.
Wow, Hayden's on fire, I tell you.
What an offensive display. And one thing to note there is those 2 goals came with Daniel Greeley taking a rest on the bench. So the Oil Kings definitely taking advantage of the personnel out on the court for the Rebels, or the personnel not on the court for the Rebels is what we should say.
And the action's so fast here, Steven. We can't talk that quick.
We've seen probably we saw 2 lead changes in the span of 2.5 minutes.
Now here's a battle. We got a great battle going on here behind the net. Oil Kings do come out with the ball, looking for an outlet. Just pass up the boards by Daniel Greeley. Daniel Greeley's got the ball now. He's not going to give it up easy. Looks like he's going to go wide. He might go all the way. Now he's over the blue. He's going more in the net. Daniel Greeley looks for the pass across. Great pass play.
What a save there by Kalen Ward.
Oh, it was a great save. Ball kept in. Here we go. That looks like it's gone deep. Daniel Greeley now trying to battle as a forechecker. The ball placed nicely out. Ball just at the red line. And the end of the period comes with a 8-7 game, Stephen.
My word. If you look away for just a minute, you've probably missed 2 or 3 goals in this one. Yeah, it's just been one of those games where no lead is safe, and the only way you can hold on in this one is if you keep piling on the goals.
I think that's what they're going for this one. We might not be at the end of this one yet. This could go into double digits both ways.
No, I still think that we've 10 minutes for these 2 teams. Seems like an eternity because of the rate they've just been scoring goals at in this one.
And the goalies are very busy, and they're good goaltenders.
Yeah, they've posted excellent statistics to date so far this year. Obviously, not going to help the goaltending stats tonight in tonight's matchup. As we see Caleb Ward in the 3 games, she has a 1-1-1 record and a 4.33 goals against average. So this game a bit out of her, what we've seen from her so far, with some more goal scoring than usual. And the Rebels goaltender Hunter Embry, 6 games, 1 win, 5 losses, and a 5.17 goals against average. So both the goal totals above the goaltenders' goals against average.
Here we are, play back in. Number 91 with a great shot off the mask. Lucky for that mask these days, or that ball would have went through. Knocked out a tooth or so. Here we go, ball in the corner. Daniel Greeley, a nice back move. Daniel's just going to bring it up, looking for a move. That long stick pass across to number 66. Let's see the Oil Kings. A little trip here. I think he's going to get a penalty called. Yes, and that is number 91 on the tripping call.
So that'll be...
Oh, sorry. Is that number 81?
Number 81, yeah, Trevor Easton. He'll sit 2 minutes for the trip there, and we'll see now if the Rebels can knot this one up as they go to the power play.
And Steven, if I recall, is that the first power play of the game?
Yeah, this is the first power play we've seen in this game. All 15 prior goals in this one have come even strength. So we'll see what the Rebels can do with the extra man.
Yeah, we'll see how the special teams does here. Draw. It looks as though the ball's going to be iced down the ice, or down the floor, should I say. Goaltender just lets it go wide. Oh, great forecheck by the...
Yeah, that's Hayden Bruning.
Hayden having a great forecheck. Oh.
And he draws a penalty on that forecheck.
Who's going to the box here? Is it I didn't see the number on that play.
For the visiting team there, it looks like it's number 19, Tristan Atwell. Will be sitting 2 for interference. Excellent job by Hayden Bruning using that giving that little bit of extra effort behind the net to draw the penalty.
Great effort. Here we go. Well, that's one way to kill a penalty, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, by drawing another one.
That's right. Here we go. Ball back in deep in the zone. It's 4-on-4.
So one's good, yeah.
That's still going to be nice then, because it's all evened up here for the time being.
And I'm looking for some more of what we've seen so far in this one. It's 4-on-4, lots of extra space out on the court now. We'll see if the speed of Daniel Greeley can be utilized, or we've seen the speed of Hayden Bruning be very dangerous in this one.
Well, once it's 4-on-4, it is all about the speed, Stephen, as well. There's a lot of room out there for these fellas to run. So there's a face-off. Here we go. Ball chipped up deep. Centerman trying to get it. Oh, there's Greeley back with it. Greeley turns around. Here he goes, using that long legs. Just gets over the zone. Great defense, though.
There by McCutcheon, doing an excellent job boxing him out wide.
Yeah, keeping him on to the outside. They're doing a great job keeping Daniel to the outside. Must have some special instruction by the coaching staff now. Keep an eye out on him. But here we go. Ball just in deep. Old Kings have it now, looking for an outlet. Shoot up the boards. In against Daniel Greeley. See who comes out with it. That's number 94, Hayden Bruning. Hayden having a great game. Yeah. Oh, passed out. Won the battle there. Hayden just shot it out front to number 91. Caleb and Hayden. That's a couple names we hear in the ball loose. Oh, ball blown down though. Ball just squibbled outside.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be a face-off as they whistled it as Hunter Embury had that one covered up. So face-off will come to her left.
Late change here being made by the Oil Kings. Back in the zone. Oil Kings with it at center. Come out with the ball. Nope. Looks like the Rebels could play off the boards just over the blue line. That's number 66 with the ball, Riker. Rutledge still has the ball. Looking for somebody back in deep here. Just by the blue line, the number 87, Jordan Astridge Cooper. Shoots it in deep. Starting to get tangled here, Stephen, as I'll move over to the other side. There we go. It's number 91 in the boards. 91 battling it out. Good battle in the boards, and he's still got the ball. That's Caleb. Caleb, we've mentioned his name a lot. He's a great forechecker, that Caleb, isn't he?
Seems like he's using that size of his
along
there's
the boards. Greeley again, though, with the ball. Greeley into the zone, looking for that outlet. But it's great defense. They seem to be playing him to the outside very much since in this third period especially.
And that's what you want to do when you have someone as dangerous as Greeley. Keep him to that outside. Once he gets into the middle, that's when he's most dangerous. So if you keep him to the outside like they've been doing so far, the Oil Kings, they've seen their fortunes turn as they now lead this game 8-7.
Yeah, and it's a little different strategy too. If the player has a cap on them, they know to watch the pass more than the player themselves. So there's a lot of strategy going on here behind the boards, we'll say.
Yeah, the coaches are definitely aware of what's happening on the court.
Face off, down deep. Oh, just shot down. The Rebels looking for something. Damon Parker in the boards, just shoots it out front, just dumps it out front. Nothing happened there. Destiny Alley over to number 10. That's Drake Young.
Yeah, there's Destiny Alley with the ball
again
now.
with these white and red shirts again.
Yeah, Alley doing a nice job clearing it there.
Kay McCutcheons picks it up. No icing there. Just wrapped around the boards to Ethan Hayes. Ethan Hayes with the ball, just up to number 10. That's Drake Yonkman again. Puts it up to Christian. Christian's looking for an outlet pass. Nothing there. It's number 87, Jordan Astridge Cooper. He's got it just behind the ball. Puts it out in front. Oh, just off the stick at number 4. Destiny Alley loses the ball. Ball comes up. It's number 94 with it. Caleb again puts it out front. Center pass just off the post. Looks like the goalie had a piece of that. Hayden Bruning looking for a man to put it to. Ball just popped over the boards and a stoppage in play with, what's that, 5:17 left?
5:17 yet remaining here in this game. And we saw 15 goals combined coming into this third period. And we expected more of the same in the third, but so far both teams have been held off the board in this third period.
I don't know if it's the strategy they're playing, just try to keep the players off the board now and settling for the, just trying to win a tight game at 8-7.
Yeah, exactly. You're seeing a more defensive approach from the Oil Kings in this one.
Oh, and a great move there. The goalie just comes out and plays that, stops it there as Jordan Astridge Cooper with a great there move just over the blue line.
And we've been talking about the defensive approach from the Oil Kings. It's been to keep those big, dangerous players like Daniel Greeley on the outside. Don't give them anything up the middle. And we're seeing it's definitely helped slow down the pace of this game, especially from a goal-scoring standpoint.
Definitely. Here we go. Ball on the play. Ball on the boards. It's number 94. Just shoots it down. Trevor Easton trying to chase that ball. Ball kept in. Trevor Easton's got the ball again, looking for a shot. Oh, puts it right out in front. Number 91 can't bury it. It's back in the board, and that's Caleb's got the ball, though. Taken off. Taken off. Oh, looked like a wraparound attempt. Failed. Ball still in deep for Hayden Brunin. Does a nice little outlet play. Button hook, I guess you could call it. The ball finally comes up to the Rebels have the ball now. Just coming over the center ice, into the zone. It's Destiny Ali tries to center it in front, and the goaltender just makes a nice save.
Yeah, you saw them go back to that wraparound in the Rebels zone. That was Hayden Bruning trying to tuck one past goaltender Hunter Embury, but she does a nice job getting over and stopping that one. As now with 4:07 remaining here in this game, we're going to see maybe a more aggressive approach from the Rebels, needing a goal to tie this one up.
Here we are. Oh, face-off draw to the Rebels. They get it, just shoot it up middle. The Oil Kings come out. Ball still kept in. The Oil Kings have the ball just up the boards. Sloppy play in deep. That's Caleb going in for the ball again. Nice little move, looking for somebody to put it out to. Caleb's doing a lot of work there. Oh, a nice play there by number.
Now that's Caleb.
Caleb again. Oh, Caleb with a great effort and a goal.
Yeah, great individual effort there by Caleb Campuis. It seems like we've said that on multiple times in this game tonight, and we're going to see that. This is a big goal. This is now a 2-goal lead for the Oil Kings. Nice job by Caleb Campuis, able to bat it out of midair, holds onto it, and lets a good shot rip as it gets by Hunter Embury.
Yeah, a great effort by Caleb. At a 9-7 game now with 3:35 left, and he's just over the blue line. Looks another shot up top and scores.
That's Trevor Easton.
Wow, Trevor with just as quick as you could say Jack Robinson that one happened.
Yeah, a couple of quick goals now and some insurance for the Oil Kings. As about 10 seconds ago, they only led this game by a goal, and now they carry a 3-goal lead with 3:29 left. But at the rate we've seen goals scored in this one, it's hard to say this game's over yet.
This game is not over, Steven. Let's see what happens here. Right off the face-off, there's what's that say? 3:29 on the clock here.
3:29
There we go.
and counting.
Ball, there's Caleb with the ball again. Oh, ball gets stripped off him. Ball in the neutral zone, dumped in deep. That's the Rebels with the ball, looking for it. Go figure, Daniel Greeley has that ball. Daniel trying to do something on his own. Daniel with a great shot on net. Rebound comes out, and the goalie with a great save. Tip. The goalie with a great save on that, got his pad on that last second.
Nice job there by Caitlin Ward, able to stop the initial shot by Greeley, and then positions herself well for the rebound. I believe that was Rutledge who was on the shooting end of that rebound.
Yeah, and that was a quick one too. He just had a one-timer, and she made a great save on that. Great draw back, and Greeley's got the ball. He winds up with a wicked slap shot. Just looked like it went off something, maybe the goalie.
Yeah, Ward.
Big rebound to the side. Number 66 has the ball, looking for Daniel. Makes a pass back. Daniel makes one move, and wow, shot up top. That goal was in and out.
Nice finish there by Daniel Greeley. And with 2:46 remaining in this one, it's a 2-goal game. Like we said earlier, you give these teams just a fraction of time, and it seems like they can score a couple of goals. So with 2:46 remaining in this one, still lots of hockey to play.
Lots of hockey. What I like about this, Steven, is a lot of action here, yet this game is very clean.
Yeah.
You know, we've had one penalty call, and it was an interference, or 2 penalties.
2 penalties, yet the tripping and the interference. But, I mean, 1 penalty on each team.
It's been a great game. Lots of action.
In a competitive and spirited battle.
Definitely. Here we are back in the neutral zone. Greeley's got the ball again. Greeley, a nice nifty move, back to the back. Ball still at the neutral zone. Finally brought over the line. Dumped in. Looks like an icing to be called. Here we go. 2:08 on the clock here. Both teams have come down to the far end.
Yeah, this is not where the Rebels want to be. They want that ball down in the Oil Kings end, as they need a couple goals with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left, which, the way this game's going, lots of end-to-end action. Even though the ball is in the Rebels' end, it can just as quickly go right down to the end of the Oil Kings.
Oh, a nice draw and a nice slap shot goal by Damon Parker. Or, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Trevor
Easton again.
Yeah, that was a nice win by Bruining. And Easton able to just wire that one. My goaltender, Hunter Embury.
And we've said his name a couple times, too, that Trevor Easton. He's been in on a few goals today.
Yeah, he's using his shot. He's got quite the shot. You see it there on display as that one just rips by Embury. And now with under 2 minutes remaining, they're going to need 3 goals to get back in this one, the Rebels.
Anything can happen in this game. You never know. Here we go. Ball just shot in the end. Looks like it was tipped, so no icing will be called. Greeley comes down to get the ball. He's got the ball. Just goes around the goaltender. Makes it look easy. Simple strides. Couple strides. He's up to the red. Stops and winds up. Just dumps it in. At the goalie. Big rebound. Comes out. Ball back outside the zone. The Rebels try to make a play. It's number 91, Caleb again.
Yeah.
And Daniel Greeley's got that ball. Daniel with a nice move. Trying to get it over the zone.
Yeah, you see 2 men on him there in the neutral zone. Trying to stop Greeley. They've put 2 players on him.
Oh, and they go, oh, ball loose and scores.
Nice job there by Jordan Ostrich Cooper. Heads up play as the pass by the clearing attempt by the Oil Kings went the other way.
Here we go. Let's have another look at that one, Steven. Thought it was Damon Parker that got that goal, but
see it's thrown back, and it looks like it was Jordan Ostrich Cooper on the doorstep.
Yeah, you're correct there. Jordan Ostrich Cooper with a great goal.
And down 2 goals.
11-9 with 50 seconds. Here we go. A lot of action in this game.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, it seems like 50 seconds is more than enough time for a couple of goals by the Rebels. We'll see if they can do it now.
Ball inside the zone. Looks like offside was called there.
Yeah, it looks like Riker Rutledge had his stick behind his body when he entered the Oil Kings zone, and face-off will come just outside.
Yeah, we get a break in the action for 38 seconds left in the game here. Just outside. Oh, a nice face-off. Goalie's just going to cover that. Have another draw. It takes off, what, 5 seconds on the clock without a goal in this game. You never know.
Yeah. Face-off will come to the left of goaltender Hunter Embury. And we'll see now if they can get a quick up court. You see Daniel Greeley
great
playing forward now. So we'll see.
Daniel looks like he's going all the way again.
A more offensive touch now. Being more aggressive.
Damon Parker just wraps it around the board. They're looking for the forecheck. Looking for a cycle. Ball shot out, intercepted. It's Hayden Bruning with the ball. Hayden just shoots wide. He picks it up again. Tried to get it loose. Ball at front, scramble. Oh, and the game comes to an end.
What a game that we just witnessed here at Barrie Ball Hockey. Tons of end-to-end action, lots of scoring, and no lead was ever safe in this one. As in the first period, the Rebels led by 3 goals. But that was not enough, as the Oil Kings overcame that 3-goal deficit and were able to win this one by a score of 11-9.
That's an offensive battle
Yeah.
to go down in the books, I'll tell you. And all that without the 2 highest scoring players in the game playing.
Exactly. That's it's a testament to the depth on this Oil Kings team, as they had goals and contributions from players such as Caleb Camphuis, Trevor Easton, and Hunter Bruning, Hayden Bruning, who was the substitution in today's game, or spare in today's game. And that's going to do it here for the first Barrie Ball Hockey game of the week. But don't turn that dial, as we'll have more Barrie Ball Hockey action coming after the break. Welcome back to the Barrie Ball Hockey Arena, here for the second game of the Barrie Ball Hockey Game of the Week. This one takes place between GLB in purple, who are wearing the red jerseys, and Plastered wearing the white. My name is Steven Zahoyes, and I'm joined alongside by Sam Urix for today's action. And we are underway. As we see early on in this one, there's Plastered with control of the ball. They're going to dump that one in deep. Chasing after that one is Natasha Zylstra. She loses control of it, but now she has it again. Zylstra's shot. Kicked aside by goaltender Elizabeth Downs Thom. Loose ball blocked in front of the net by GLB in purple. That one swatted out and scooped up by Jessica McConnell. Jessica McConnell now is going to bring it down the wing. McConnell drops that one back to, that's Diane Armstrong. She's going to, Diane Armstrong plays that one in deep. Behind the net now, in control of his Plastered. That one dumped down the length of the ice by Tammy Loren, and that one will come back. Face-off set to come to the left of goaltender Katie Russell.
And this is a great night down here this is the women's ball hockey. I'm not sure what division. I think this is the A division.
Yeah, women's C1 division.
Oh, C1 division.
C1 division.
There's a lot of talent here. A lot of these players do play A, that's where I can recognize some of them from. There are a lot of players play multiple divisions down here.
Yeah, it's excellent exercise here at Barrie Ball Hockey, and a great way to get out and enjoy some good times and stay active with your friends, as we see now GLB in purple trying to clear that out of the zone. Nice job there by Zylstra. She fires one wide of the net. Loose ball now, both teams fighting for it along the boards. That one's thrown out in front, and that will be covered up by Downs Thom. Face-off will come to her right.
And the sunlight might be a little bit of an issue for the goaltender at this end. Well, as long as the face-off's on the left side, it might be all right. But as soon as it gets over on the right here, goaltender's looking directly into the sunlight.
Yeah, and that's just part of the elements that you got to battle as a goaltender here at Barrie Ball Hockey. As we see there, nice save by Downs Thom. Not able to glove it down, but able to stop it nonetheless.
Yeah, the elements themselves, Stephen, are a great equalizer here down at Barrie Ball Hockey.
Yeah. Sometimes you get rain and it modifies the speed. The wind sometimes carries the ball quite a bit. Today it's the sun in the eyes of Downs Thoms, or that end of the rink. As we see now GLB in purple controlling the ball. Running that one with speed. That was Lisa Marie Teekins. Teekins has it again. One picked up by Zylstra though. Zylstra plays that one back to Kelly Maslin. Maslin wraps one around the boards. Tiffany Smith now in control of it. Smith centering past to Zylstra, gets by her, but it's scooped up by Stoppard. Stoppard shot, stopped aside, kicked aside by Downs Thom. Stoppard has again in the corner. Stoppard slowing down a bit. She's gonna let one fire. That one.
Oh, and it looks like
blocked by
the player was clipped on the
Teekins.
with a stick.
Yeah, and it looks like at the follow-through of that shot by Pandy Stoppard. Catches Lisa Marie Teekins in the mouth.
And that will be a penalty.
Yeah,
David.
that's going to be high sticking on Pandy Stoppard. So the first power play of the game coming to GLB in purple. You see there on the second look, the shot. It's the follow-through of the shot by Stoppard, which catches Lisa Marie Teekins up high.
Yeah, and at Barrie Ball Hockey, all players must have full control of their sticks, and that's why there's a penalty called on the play. Although it was accidental, we try to keep the sticks down,
Yeah.
keep away from injury, and that's there's the result right there.
Yeah, so the GLB in purple will be going to the power play, the first power play of the game. See how they can do on this one. Nice job keeping it in there by Diane Armstrong. Armstrong shot kicked aside by Russell. Now scooped up by Nicole Francis. That one kept in again by Francis. She passed that one across to Diane Armstrong. Armstrong takes her time. Shot goes off a foot in front, just goes wide of the net. Loose ball fought for by both teams and picked up by GLB in purple. Plastered now has it. Zylstra gets that one by Nicole Francis. Zylstra using that speed trying to beat Armstrong to the ball. Armstrong got the first touch on it. Zylstra loses control of her stick. Now picked up by Nicole Francis. Francis trying to play that one off the boards. That one gets sent right back in. Diane Armstrong has it now. Armstrong to Francis. Francis plays that one off the boards. Going in deep out and chasing that one is Jessica McConnell. McConnell can't get control of it. Scooping up now is Christine Haggerty. Haggerty's shot goes off the side of the net. Loose ball. Back to Diane Armstrong. Armstrong waits for it, fires. Shot deflected in front of that. Still loose. That one's going to be whistled as Katie Russell covers that one up. That nice shot there from the point by Diane Armstrong.
Yeah, and another great save by Katie Russell, and she's one of the solid goaltenders down here for ladies ball hockey. Katie's been plays even some with the men, so she's a great goaltender. And as you see, she made a great glove save there.
Yeah, excellent job and great job afterwards, as she wasn't able to glove it initially, tracking it and making sure there was no big rebound or second chance. That's what you want to see from your goaltender. Ball still in the corner, loose ball, picked up by Plastered. Control of it now, that's Christine Haggerty. Haggerty trying to throw that out front. That one gets chipped by Francis, a race for it. Diane Armstrong gets back to play that one. Nicole Francis now plays that one up to Haggerty. Haggerty has it, back to Francis. Francis has her pass intercepted, and it's played up by Plastered, but quickly picked up again by Diane Armstrong. Armstrong chips that one up. That one Stacy Mihu, her shot goes on. She'll track it as she chases it, but Russell covers it up.
And Katie just gives the ball over to the referee, Lee Couture. He one of the veteran refs down here at Barrie Ball Hockey, does a great amount of games. Also is one of the players, plays in the over 40s, just came back from a tournament in St. Catharines.
Yeah, I recognize Lee Couture. I play a little bit of Barrie Ball Hockey down here and recognize Lee from the games that I play. He's usually officiating down here at Barrie Ball Hockey. Ball now behind the net. GLB in purple. Trying to get something going on this power play as they still have the man advantage because of the high sticking penalty. Nice job bringing it into the zone there. That was Lauren Pighin. Pighin loses control of it. Now picked up by Tiffany Smith. Smith's going to dump that one, and that one rolls by Francis. Francis able to get back to it. Francis plays that one over. Chasing that one. Stacy Mihu, she plays that one in deep. Picking up though with Smith. Tiffany Smith takes her time, turns. That one's kicked aside by Francis. And that one's played now back to Teakins. Teakins' shot. That one rolls by the net. Smith trying to clear it, and she does. And that was much needed as GLB in purple was starting to put the pressure on. Francis now has her head up. She's looking for a pass. That one just out of the reach of Kim McGuire. Getting back to play that one is Kelly Maslin. Maslin, nice job there by Teakins. Just couldn't keep it in, but nice hand-eye coordination to bat it down on midair. Lisa Marie Teakins now has it. Her shot goes off the backside of Zylstra, but that's cleared out of the zone now.
And a bit of a slower pace here, Steven, as players are just looking for something to, I think they're trying to set up.
Yeah, with the extra woman advantage out on the court, just looking to maybe find some passing outlets and some space. See the ball dumped in there. Francis able to get back, and she chips that one. That one just rolls by Jessica McConnell, but she's able to scoop it back up.
And Jessica McConnell's the #1 scorer on this team. She's got to get something going. Jessica's got 13 points this season in 9 games, 6 of them being goals, so leads the teams in goals as well.
Yeah, very balanced point production there by McConnell when it comes to goals and assists. See him picking up those Teakins. That one rolls out to center. Dumped that one in deep is Haggerty. Haggerty's going to chase after that one. But it's going to be Tammy Loran who gets to it first. Nice job by McConnell trying to roll that one around to Haggerty. Loose ball picked up by Zylstra. She trying to chip and run off the boards. Nice shot by Diane Armstrong to hold that one in. She held her ground and Zylstra tried to get right around her. Armstrong was having none of it. That one's going to be dumped down the length of the rink and going to be whistled down for icing.
Yeah, with 2:54 left in the clock right now, a 0-0 game. It's a good tight game right now. Good battle going on between these two teams. They've met a number of times before.
Yeah,
Team sitting in second and third.
So evenly matched game between a couple of teams right next to each other in the standings. McGuire's pass back to Teakins gets blocked. Loose ball again. Zylstra. Now Stoppard out of the box. It's Pandy Stoppard. Has the ball in the corner. Stoppard and Armstrong fighting for it. Stoppard throws that one out front. She regains possession of it. Stoppard again trying to cycle that one out front. It is out front. A big whack and it scores. Dory Gray off the feet from Pandy Stoppard. And we have the game's first goal. It's 1-0 Plastered.
And that was great action. A nice effort by Stoppard there with the ball and trying to put it out front. And just a quick shot by number 10 there and put it in.
Yeah, Dory Gray doing an excellent job, not giving Downs Thom any time to get ready to stop that one as the feed from Stoppard there. You see behind the net. The feed there by Stoppard. And the pass out front to Dory Gray. Nice job, chips it between her legs and then turns and fires.
And she positioned herself perfect, just putting herself just outside the crease there.
Yeah, not too close that all she got was pad, but so there was just enough room to tuck it in. With 2:09 remaining here in the first period, it's 1-0 Plastered. Face-off will come just outside the Plastered zone. As you see, maybe a bit of momentum picked up after that penalty kill by Plastered, as they were able to score when Stoppard got out of the box. That shot goes wide of the net. Piggin, that one just goes by Dory Gray. In control of it now, that's Piggin. Does that one go back to Armstrong? Armstrong, I don't think she was aware that Stopper was so close on
No,
the
she
trail.
was. It's a great forecheck by Stoppard there.
Yeah. In control of it now. That is McConnell. McConnell trying to grab the ball. That one shot wide of the net by Piggin. Nice job by McConnell, hustling to get over there on that forecheck. Nice job, though, by Kelly Maslin, holding her ground there on defense. That one back out front. Shot by Haggerty. Glove down. Loose ball in front. Haggerty again with the shot. Goes off a body, it looked like, or just a wild shot there. Back to Piggin. Piggin loses control of it. Haggerty's going to grab it. Haggerty can't get it. And that one's going to be chipped up by Tammy Loran. Piggin has it now. Piggin chasing after it. Her shot, glove down by Russell, and she's going to hold on to that one.
Yeah, and Katie Russell likes to hold that ball whenever she can, just to realign herself. Katie looking pretty good out there again.
Yeah, and it's never a bad call to cover up the ball. I mean, sometimes you see goalies where they think nobody's around, they play it, and it's turned over and a scoring chance ensues.
Definitely. It's hard to cover the ball here at Barrie ball hockey. The ball, depending on the heat, can have a bigger bounce too. So
yeah, and we do have a bit of wind as well. It's sometimes harder to track the ball when the wind's moving it around a bit. As we see now, Plastered in control. That one's going to get dumped down. Not the length of the rink, as Francis was able to get back. Control of it now, Haggerty. Her shot goes wide of the net. That one's going to be covered up again by Russell. And faceoff will come to her left.
yeah, Katie flips it on her glove, gives it over to the ref, just like it's routine with Katie. She'll do that all day long if she can.
Yeah, it never hurts. As faceoff will come to her left with 26 seconds remaining here. Plastered lead this one, 1-0 off the early goal by Dory Gray. Piggin has it now. Piggin trying to chip that one back as Haggerty plays that one forward. Zylstra trying to clear it out of the zone. That one's kept in by Francis. Loose ball picked up by Stoppard. Stoppard loses control of it. That one's still controlled by Pandy Stoppard, but nice job there by Haggerty, fighting off both women trying to get control of that ball, but Stoppard does get control of it. Francis trying to play that one in deep. Stoppard gets it by Francis. But time will expire here after a first period that saw a lot of figuring out. It seems the teams are trying to get used to each other here in this one. It's 1-0 Plastered.
Yeah, it's a great game. Good battles going back and forth both ways. Both goaltenders holding their own, keeping the game tight and trying to see if, they just outweighed each other for that opportunity. And it looks as though the way they're playing, they're going to have a really good scoring chance to capitalize here.
Yeah, nothing's coming easy for the shooters, as Downson Thom and Katie Russell have been outstanding so far in the early goings of this one. But a second period now, maybe teams starting to get used to each other, and maybe some more scoring chances will ensue.
Oh, these teams are so familiar with each other, playing season in and season out, that they're well aware. It's a very competitive nature, these guys, or ladies, should I say.
Coach checks in on both the goalies, but we're ready to go. Francis has control of it. Francis pass intercepted by Zylstra. She dumps that one down. Picking up behind the net is Francis. Francis with speed. Chips that one off the board. That one gets by McGuire. That one now scooped up by Smith. Smith plays that one off the boards. Francis keeps it in. Shot batted down by Smith. Picked up by McConnell. McConnell plays it to the slot. Shot missing the net wide there. That was Stacy Mehugh's shot. And that ball goes up and out of play. And faceoff will stay in the zone.
New ball gets thrown over.
Yeah, we got a new ball from the Times keeper. And
just looking for Jennifer Malone. Jennifer is one of the highest scorers on this team. I don't see her in the lineup right now at this point.
No, she is not in the lineup today for Plastered. which is a big a big subtraction from the lineup, but so far doing an excellent job overcoming it as they lead this game. Loose ball picked up by Francis. Francis, nice job trying to clear the zone. Smith shot finds its way onto Thom. Downson Thom holds that one up, and Fazoff will come to her left, or right, I should say.
Seems like a lot of the action is down at this end.
Yeah, whether it was in the first period or now here in the second period. We're seeing it on the west side of the rink, down by the away dugouts. Nice job there by Piggin, Lauren Piggin. Going in, big save there by Katie Russell. She came out and played the angle nicely on that one. Nice job there, dumped in by Smith. Francis trying to wrap that one around. Holding on to that one now. Scooped up by Zylstra. Zylstra gets her pocket picked, and Piggin trying to clear the zone. That one's still in. That's the word by the officials there. Still in as well. And Gray winds and fires. That one gets by Thom, down to Thom, but also gets by the net. Maslin has it. Maslin drops that one back to Smith. Smith's going to play that one off the boards. Francis getting back to play that one. She's in a rush. Francis has that one picked up by Gray. Gray shot. Missing the net wide. Still loose in front. Big save made by Downton Thom. She was able to get over to that one. Rushing now with speed. Here's Haggerty. Christine Haggerty coming down to the other end now. Out of the slot. Shot blocked. Loose ball. That one gets by Diane Armstrong. Still in the zone, though. Nice job there. Nice battle in front of that between Haggerty and Smith. Haggerty's shot stopped by Russell. That one kept in. Diane Armstrong with time. Armstrong. She winds and fires. That one's blocked by Gray. Loose ball. Both teams fighting for it. Picked up now by Plastered as they're able to clear the zone. Tiffany Smith running after it hard. Smith has that one batted out in front by Thom. Still loose. Thom gets a hold of that one as Gray was there on the doorstep trying to bury it, but Downton Thom making some excellent saves down her own zone.
Yeah, the goaltender's still playing a great game both ways at the other end with Katie Russell as well. Action end to end there for a few minutes. It's 7:10 left in second period here. It's great action both ways.
Yeah, you got some teams that got some players that just love to run, it looks like, out there, and we're seeing that pay off in the end-to-end action. Zylstra trying to get a hold of it. She can't. Now trying to skip after that one is McGuire, but Stopper doing an excellent job getting the positioning there. That shot from the point by Megan Jones gets blocked out in front. Coming up with now is Lauren Piggin. Piggin has it. She's going to pass that one out to Miku. Stacy Miku trying to get a hold of that one. That one brought back to the point. Diane Armstrong in control of it. Armstrong trying to throw that one out front. Loose ball picked up by Piggin. Out front trying to get a hold of that was McGuire, but Megan Jones is all over it. Jones has her head up. Gives that one to Stoppert. Stoppert now taking her time. Stoppert. Gray plays that one off to Jones. Jones, centering attempt, missed by Zylstra. She runs into Downton Thom. Stoppert turns and fires. That one's kicked aside. Stoppert again has control of it. Stoppert, her shot's going to go wide. Diane Armstrong trying to clear. That one's kept in at the line. That one turned over, though. Armstrong doing an excellent job reading the pass. She's trying to get something going here. Nice job by Stoppert getting back. Centering attempt. Picked up by Gray. McGuire has it, though, now. McGuire plays that one to Maslin. Maslin trying to clear that one out, but it's kept in. Still in the zone. Stoppert has it now. Stoppert with control of it. He's trying to play that one past Armstrong, but Armstrong with a nice job on the backhand. Loose ball. That one's dumped in deep by Miku. Coming out to play that one is Russell. Russell's going to play that one around the boards. That one goes up.
And Katie's going to get a penalty on that play as she dumped it outside. I think she's going to get an unsportsmanlike penalty. Somebody from the floor is going to have to serve that one. I believe.
Well, that's the usual calling. I don't see the ref signaling for anyone to head to the penalty box, though. So,
Well, maybe he just went off the other side of the screen then. But it looked to me like Katie shot it directly out.
yeah. It will be 5-on-5 still. Controlled in their own zone is Plastered. That one chipped up to Zylstra. Zylstra plays that one off the boards. Chasing back to grab that one is Diane Armstrong. And she's been a rock on the defensive end for GLB in purple all season long. Francis trying to fight for that one. It's picked up by Zylstra. Plays that one over. Now, that one rolls by Francis. Loose ball. Both teams trying to pick it up. Tiffany Smith shot goes wide of the net. That one rolls up the side of the net and rolls right back down. Diane Armstrong trying to clear that out of the zone. Giving her a hand there on the sideline. That was, excuse me, not on the sideline, on the side boards was McGuire. Tiffany Smith. Chips that one up Zylstra. We'll play that one in deep. Francis will be the first one back, but Gray is hot on her trail. Dory Gray doing an excellent job there, forcing her Francis to make a play. And there's leading scorer, Jessica McConnell. She's been held off the board so far, but 4 minutes remaining here in the second period. Still lots of time in this game. Tiffany Smith now trying to play that one right up the middle as it gets by everybody, but Diane Armstrong will get back. That one played up. That one swatted down by Zylstra. She's trying to work it into the zone. Picked up by Miku. Miku dishes it off to McConnell. McConnell has that one blocked by Smith. Smith racing back to get it, but it's picked up by Haggerty. Haggerty behind the net. She's looking for a centering pass, and that one's kicked aside by Zylstra. Stompert couldn't clear the zone. Zylstra now does, and she'll take the icing call.
Yeah, 3:25 left in the second period. Still a 1-0 game here at Barrie Ball Hockey. Just wanted to mention, Stephen, that ball hockey, this is C1 division for ladies, and anybody and everybody can play ball hockey, whether you're an individual or you want to join up as a team. If you are interested, just give us a call down here at Barrie Ball Hockey, and we'll find somebody that you can play with.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have a group of people or just want to come as yourself.
And we welcome all levels, competitive, recreational, adults, children, Jack and Jill, girls and guys.
Yeah, it's a great exercise and, you know, a nice social outing as well.
Yeah, it's a great way to get together with your friends and, you know, maybe have a pop after the game or
Exactly.
tell a few lies. How well you played.
Yeah. That one now with the centering attempt. Scooped up by Stoppard. She's trying to go the other way with it. That's Pandy Stoppard. Nice job by Francis playing her to the boards, but Stoppard once again picks it up. That one goes behind the net. Teakin's trying to clear the zone, but it's kept in by Jones. Jones' shot blocked. Loose ball picked up by Pigkin. Now drop behind, chasing after that one is McConnell. Getting to it now. That is Megan Jones trying to wrap that one around, but it's kept in by Miku. Miku shot blocked. Loose ball picked up in front. Pigkin trying to get a hold of it. Now she does. Piggin's shot blocked, but she picks up the loose ball. Piggin's to Miku. Miku has that one gloved down by Russell, who's been an absolute rock in net.
And Katie with another glove save. That's, I think, Katie's favorite spot. Sometimes she baits players to shoot up that way, I think. She's very fast on her glove there, Katie Russell.
Yeah, she has done an excellent job in this game. With 2:08 remaining here, it's a 1-0 lead for Plastered. It was a goal by Dory Gray in the first period, which has been the lone marker in this one. Armstrong shot. That one goes off a body, but Katie Russell able to squeeze the pads on that one.
Great butterfly technique from the goaltender, Katie Russell. Again, gets down there. The ball changes direction, and she still gets great reaction time there.
Yeah, not an easy save to make at all, but she's able to make it look easy. Miku now. Miku chips that one up. Armstrong and Stopper fight for it. Stopper gets in behind both of them. Miku trying to keep her to the outside. That shot stopped by Downs and Thumb. Loose ball. Picked up by Megan Jones. Jones doing a nice job trying to bring it to the outside. That one chipped up by Armstrong. Chasing it now is Miku. Miku's going to dump that one down. And that one's going to be whistled down for icing. As Miku wanted to get a change there. She goes off to the bench.
Yeah, with 1:32 left in the second period here. Lots of action. Period 2. 1-0 game still.
Yeah, it's been the goaltenders really so far who have made the biggest impact. As Downton Thom and Emily Russell have been, Katie Russell have been just outstanding in this one. Making some excellent saves here in the first and second periods. That one stopped by Downton Thom. That one goes into the corner. Armstrong has it. Diane Armstrong plays on up around the boards. Now in control of it. That is Teakins. Teakins. That one rolls off the stick of Teakins, and Zylstra's shot just goes wide of the net. Chasing after it now is McGuire. McGuire, nice pass up to Haggerty. Haggerty trying to catch Piggin out front. That was just rolls by her. Under a minute remaining here in the second period. Piggin has it now. Piggin drops that one back to Teakins. Teakins has to be careful as she had someone right on her trail. And now chasing back after that one's Armstrong. Armstrong. And Tammy Loran chasing after it. Armstrong trying to clear the zone. She's got Dory Gray on her now. She just someone past Gray, picked up by McConnell. McConnell fighting for it along the boards with Megan Jones. That one doesn't get too far in. Down to Thom. We'll play that one back for Teakins. Under 20 seconds remaining now. McGuire looking for a pass. Pass that one over to McConnell. McConnell's going to wind up fire. Nice shot block there by Megan Jones. Sacrificing the body to make that save there. Jones has control of it now with under 5 seconds left. As she'll let the clock run out on this second period. Saw lots of action. No goals being scored in that second period, but lots of action at both ends.
Yeah, great game. Quite a difference between the last game we had. I don't know, what was that, 11-9 game?
Yeah, well, I believe by this point in that game we had 15 goals scored combined.
I think you're right there, Steven. That doesn't mean there's not action here. There's a lot of action. Goaltenders are making a lot of good saves, but you know, the teams are very competitive with each other, and they don't want to give anything to either one of them. So,
yeah, Katie Russell and Elizabeth Downs Thom have just been outstanding and have made all the saves their teams needed them to make when required. There was just the lone goal there by Dory Gray back in the first period, but besides that, both goaltenders have been perfect. And we'll see if that continues here in the third period, which I think from what I've seen from Elizabeth Downs Thom and what you're telling me about Katie Russell, it should be the case here in the third period.
I think that's going to be correct here. I think it's still going to be a low-scoring game. It could end up 1-0, maybe an empty netter. You never know. But by the looks of it, these teams have to have quite the good scoring opportunity to actually capitalize. So these goaltenders will stop anything right now.
And the third period has begun. Haggerty trying to pass on back to Francis at the point. That one picked up by Gray. Gray has it now. Gray's going to wind up fire. She misses the shot on that one, but she's going to pick it back up in the corner. Dory Gray trying to circle and fire. Nice job by Zylstra trying to redirect it in front, but Downton Thom able to track that one. Nice job there by Haggerty. She's going to play that one off to McConnell, who her team is looking to help score a goal as they need one here to tie it up. Francis going to play that one off the boards. Loose ball now picked up by Megan Jones. Jones, nice job trying to find Dory Gray. Cross rink. That one's going to be picked up by Armstrong. She tried to chip that one off the boards. Goes off the knee of Dory Gray. Haggerty has it now. Haggerty gets stripped off the ball. Francis. Smith trying to play that one deep, but McConnell's shot on goal. Russell holds on to it, but she's going to have to let it loose and play it. And she does. That one's kept in by Haggerty. Haggerty has it. The centering attempt goes by everyone in front of the net. McConnell turns and fires, and nobody again able to pick it up in front of the net. Nice job keeping it in by Diane Armstrong. She drops that one back to Francis. Francis, shot blocked by Dory Gray. Gray now chasing after it. Has it now? It's Francis. She's going to play that one in No icing call. Picked up by Smith. Tiffany Smith plays that one around the boards, but it's kept in by Mayhew. Smith going to wrap that one around the other boards. First one getting to that's Stoppard. Stoppard has control of it. She starts to chase after it. Pandy Stoppard trying to get a hold of it. That one's now picked up by Diane Armstrong. Armstrong to Piggin. Loose ball in front of the net. Comes right to Tori Gray. And that one rolled right off her stick, but coming again out front. Gray, but she can't get a good chance as Francis was all over it. McConnell now trying to clear past Maslin. That one does get by the line. It is cleared out. Piggin has it. Piggin. Shot. Gloved by Katie Russell. Nobody's around, but like you've mentioned earlier, Russell's just going to hold on to the ball there.
Yeah, she'll hold on to that all day long just to slow things down a bit. Now, one of the approaches that the other team wants to use is maybe not do a forechecker and force her to play the ball to a defense person and maybe then let up on the forecheck just a little bit till she plays the ball and then approach quick.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy, especially when you need a goal. You know, the more time that you feel that you can have possession of the ball in the other team's zone, the better. You see there, that is Lauren trying to get that one past Teakins, but Teakins doing an excellent job holding herself on the defensive zone. And that one's going to go back, but Francis picks it up. Francis chips that one off the boards. That one picked up now by McConnell. She plays out in the corner. McGuire has it now. McGuire taking her time. McGuire drops that one back. That one rolls by Francis at the line. Francis now plays on over to Piggin. Piggin is going to be offside as McConnell was trying to get onside, but Piggin brings it in just too soon.
6:47 left here in the third period. 1-0 still. This tight match. Looking for some offense.
Yeah.
The goaltenders still continue to be solid as rocks.
Yeah, the chances have been there. It's not that the goal scoring is due to a lack of good scoring chances. It's just been when the chances have arisen, the goaltenders have stepped up to the occasion, whether it be Downton Thom or Katie Russell, as they've done excellent jobs keeping this a low-scoring affair. That one goes off the stick of Francis. Stoppard's off to the races. Stoppard has that backhand pass swatted aside by Teakins. Teakins trying to clear that one out. Lisa Marie Teakins can't clear the zone. Megan Jones has it now. Her shot blocked in front of the net. Francis has it now. Chasing out of those, Haggerty picking it up. Haggerty trying to set something up that Zylstra doing an excellent job. That one rolls by the stick of Stoppard. Nobody touched that one. That will come all the way back for icing.
We'll go deep back in the corner here as the referee's waiting for the ball to come. Still a 1-0 game here, just under 6 minutes to play.
Yeah, it's definitely been a goaltender duel between Katie Russell and Elizabeth Downs Thom. Katie Russell has the slight edge right now as it's a 1-0 game, but still lots of time. Anything can happen here. And Zylstra trying to swat that one away, and she's able to get that one out of the zone. Getting back to pick that one up is Armstrong. She plays that one off the boards. That one rolls by Zylstra, but it's picked up by Jones. Jones has that pass picked off by Piggin. Excellent job by Piggin, batting that ball out of the midair and getting control of it. Russell has that one roll away from her. Loose ball. Picked up now by Haggerty. Good job by the defense, able to get that one away from the front of the net. Loose out in front. That one kicked aside by Russell. We're seeing some good chances now by GLB in purple. Loose ball. Both teams fighting for it. That one's kept in by Armstrong. Armstrong's shot blocked by Zylstra. Armstrong trying to beat Zylstra to it. She gets the positioning on Zylstra on that one. Zylstra trying to clear it out of the zone, but Armstrong has it. That one played to Stoppard. Stoppard has control of it now. That one's poke-checked by Teakins. Teakins and Stoppard going after it along the boards. Running back to play that one. That one's both women fighting for the ball. Teakins and Stoppard. That one comes out to Gray. Great shot stopped by Downton Thom. Trying to wrap that one on the front. That was Stoppard. That one now picked up by Lauren. Lauren trying to drop that one low. Nice job there by Piggin. Capped in by Scott. Excuse me, that was Not Scott. Loose ball, batted and scored. Looks like Dory Gray on the doorstep.
Looks as though another rebound goal, and I think Dory got the first one as well, almost the same identical spot, so she knows exactly where she should be standing.
Dory
out there,
Gray
Steven.
going right to that front of the net. And that's where you're going to score goals, and that's where all the action's happening, right in front of the net. As we'll take another look at that one here. See the nice loose ball picked up by Gray. They're stoppered behind the net. She's trying to cycle it out front. It's then picked up by the defense of the points. We're just a bit too far behind there on the replay. But an excellent effort there by Dory Gray on the front of the net. Able to out-muscle the defender. And she makes this a 2-goal lead. And now they're going to have to start getting some shots from all angles. GLB in purple if they want to get back in this one. As Katie Russell has done an excellent job. And there's a nice chance, and what a save made by Katie Russell.
Wow, Katie came right across the goal, stacked her pad, and just stopped that one. That was beautiful save by Katie.
An excellent pass by Mayhew to McConnell. But it was Katie Russell stretching the pads out wide. Was able to stop that one. And no rebound allowed either, which is maybe the most impressive part about that save.
That's right, great rebound control, and that's a tough thing here down at the ball hockey with the ball. It's different than a puck, so it comes off the pads a whole different way.
Yeah, an excellent save made by Katie Russell, keeping that 2-goal lead for Plastered. Chasing after that one now is Loran, Tammy Loran. Has that one swatted away by Francis. Nice job there by Smith to keep that one in. That one rolls by McGuire. McGuire's got Maslin on her. McGuire and Maslin. Picked up now again by Scott. Tiffany Smith shot. Stopped by Downs Thumb. Picked up by Diane Armstrong. Armstrong has that one picked up by Gray. She's got 2 goals in this one. That one now picked up in front of the net. That shot by Loran goes off the stick of Armstrong and out of play. 3:05 remaining here in the third period.
And if I know Katie now, she's thinking about the shutout, Steve.
Yeah.
She's thinking it's 2-0. I want to get the shutout here on TV.
Yeah, well, what better time than now to pick up the shutout? You got the cameras on you, and you've played an excellent game so far.
Yeah, have played. She's played great. She's made a couple great saves.
Loose ball now. Cleared out of the zone by JLB in purple. They're going to need some zone time, though. Some possession of the ball down to that Plastered zone if they want to get back in this one. Loran taking her time now. Nice job there by Piggin to get her stick on it. Again, Piggin has control of it. Piggin shot blocked by Loran. Maslin chasing after that one, but scooped up by Piggin. Piggin looking for a pass out front, trying to find McConnell, but that one's batted aside. Piggin trying to drop that one back to Francis, picked off by Zylstra. Loose ball in front of the net. Both teams fighting for it. That one rolls by Francis, and that one clears out of the zone. They got to play onside now. They are all back onside. Francis has it. Francis plays that one over to Piggin. That one rolls by Piggin. Picked up by Armstrong. Armstrong good chip down up along the boards. First one to it, though, that's Megan Jones. Jones, nice move around Armstrong, trying to bring it in, but couldn't get by Francis. McConnell and Stoppard fight for it along the boards. Picked up by Francis. Francis going to wrap that one around the boards. That one rolls by Zylstra. Zylstra shot, kicked aside by Francis. McConnell trying to get out of the zone. Under 2 minutes remaining here in this one. Plastered lead at 2-0 and have the zone time right now as they've had the ball in this GLB and purple zone for quite a while. Stoppard using her body to position herself all along the boards. That backhand attempt there by Loran goes wide of the net. Armstrong plays that one over to Mayhew. Mayhew back to Armstrong. Armstrong plays on off the board. Nice job by Zylstra. That one goes off the stick. It looks like it hit the top of the dugout there. And will get a stoppage of play with just over a minute remaining.
Yeah, I think that did just hit the top of the dugout, Steve. The ball will come just outside the zone for a face-off with no zone.
So,
Just a minute and 5 left.
yeah.
2-0. I'm wondering if they're going to try to get zone and pull the goaltender.
Yeah, that seems to be like the logical thing now. You need goals on the board. Now brought right back into their own zone, though, GLB in purple. Nice job by Laurent trying to bring that one out wide. Diane Armstrong doing an excellent job staying with her woman. That shot gets by Stoppard. Now picked up by Haggerty. Haggerty's going to wind and fire. That one goes wide of the net. That one's dumped in deep. Downstom is still in the net. Katie Russell's going to cover that one up. Well, it doesn't look like Downstom's going anywhere anytime soon with 36 seconds remaining.
Yeah, she's looking at the bench. I don't see a signal in. I think they're content with just to try the forecheck and try to get a goal with 36.1 seconds left.
Now brought back over here along the boards. That one gets by Armstrong, and no icing call as Francis was able to get to it. Stoppard able to keep it in. Stoppard, the pass out front, kicked aside, rebound. Big save made by Downstom. They need goals, and they need them fast. Here comes Lauren Piggin. Piggin right on that right wing, drops it back to Mihu. Mihu winds and fires. That one kicked aside. I don't know if that went off a body or went off a Russell in front. Haggerty's shot goes wide of the front, and that's going to do it here at Barrie Ball Hockey.
That was a great game. I think Katie did get a piece of that one with her stick, putting it in the corner there.
Yeah, great action from the women's C1 division. Saw Plastered edge GLB by a score of 2-0. But it was the play of Katie Russell that was maybe the deciding factor in this one, as she was able to stop everything that came her way.
Yeah, I think you're right, Stephen. I think it was a very close game, 2-0. And Katie basically stood on her, stopped everything that came her way. So
yeah,
can't do much better than that.
As you see the teams in the handshake line as we see after every game here at Barrie Ball Hockey, it was Plastered. 2 goals by Dory Gray, leading Plastered to a 2-0 lead and a 2-0 win. And we're going to take a quick break here, but when we get back, we'll have the third and final Barrie Ball Hockey Game of the Week here at Barrie Ball Hockey. Welcome back to the Barrie Ball Hockey Arenas, here for our third and final Barrie Ball Hockey game of the week. This one between the Bandits in red and the Netgain Hackers in white. We see now the Bandits in control of the ball. Just start this one off. Trying to chip down out of the zone there with the Bandits. They're chasing the Netgain Hackers in the zone early on in this one. Trying to clear down out of the zone. A nice jump there. That was Cody Harmer. Loose ball picked up by the Bandits. Shot just goes up and over the net. Harmer again trying to wrap that around to the quick side to beat goaltender Conrad Decker, but he's able to do a nice job to kick that one aside. Getting back to pick that one up there for the Netgain Hackers is Chris Van Bergen. Loose ball picked up. Harmer plays out into the slot. That shot blocked. Loose ball. Both teams trying to fight for it. Again, still loose in front of the net. Goalie sprawled all over the place. That's kept in by Harmer. Harmer. Shot. Goes off a stick. Loose ball. Both teams trying to get control of the loose ball. It comes here along the boards. Picking that one up for the Bandits. That is Andy Sweeney. He plays on cross rink. Back to Sweeney. Sweeney plays out along the short boards now. And Trevor Platt has it. Platt plays out to Harmer. To the zone, that shot blocked. Harmer doing a nice job with the stick in the air there, able to bat the ball out of the air. Harmer now trying to get some positioning going on here. He gets the ball stripped off him. Harmer picks it up again. Plays that one down low for Platt. Platt trying to find the feet in front, and that one just goes over his stick. Loose ball still out front. Netgain Hackers trying to clear the zone, as they do. First one back, though, to grab it for the Bandits. There's Platt again coming down that right wing. Platt with the centering feed. That one gets swatted aside. The Hackers have control of it. Sweeney plays on off the boards. The Hackers looking to set up now. That pass up to Dan Tremblay. Tremblay trying to chase out the loop ball. Platt has it. I'll play it off into the corner now. David, Perchin had control of it. And now the Hackers with the ball. That shot blocked. Big shot blocked there off his foot. Harmer shot kicked aside by Ricky Zepp. Here come the Hackers. Loose ball now picked up by the Bandits. Robert McKee will play that one in deep, and that one's covered up by goaltender Ricky Zepp. Excuse me, not Ricky Zepp. That is Conrad Decker. Face-off will come to Decker's left. Saw the action in the Bandits' end for the first minute or so in this one, but ever since then, the rink's been tilted into the zone of the Netgain Hackers. Face-off won by the Hackers. In control of it now, taking his time. Trying to clear that out of the zone. Nice job keeping it in there for the Bandits. That one's played down low. Who's behind the net? Both teams fighting for it. They pick up the ball. Harmer, his pass intercepted out front. Nice keep in by Sweeney, but that one goes up and over the netting and out of play. So face-off will come just outside the Netgain Hackers zone. But they want to start getting this ball deep into the Bandit zone, as it's been all Bandits early on in this one. One thing to notice as well is pretty even amount of players. The Netgain Hackers actually have one less player than the Bandits do. That one's going to be whistled down for icing, so the ball will come all the way back down. Face-off will come to the right of goaltender Conrad Decker. The Netgain Hackers have control of it. That's James Price. Price with a nice move around his man. He's trying to get it out of the zone. He chips that one up to Brian Moore. Moore plays that one in deep. That's picked up now by Andrew McPherson. McPherson turns over the ball. Here's Platt with it now. Trevor Platt trying to get around the defender there, and he couldn't get by Chris Van Bergen. Loose ball now picked up by Moore. Moore Centering feed, shot goes wide of the net. That one played back to the point. That shot by Corkum gets blocked. Kept in the zone though. Shot there by James Price. Will be squeezed by the pads of Ricky Zepf as he covers that one up, and faceoff will come to Zepf's right. And one thing I've noticed early on is the chances have, for the most part, been in the zone of the Netgain Hackers, but we'll see now if they can get some offense going. Taking the draw for them is Sean Corkum. That one goes back to the point. Shot blocked in front of that, loose behind the net now. Both teams fighting for it. Picked up by Corkum. Picked up by Platt. Platt's going to try to chip and run. Control that one now. That's Brian Moore. His shot goes wide of the net. Loose ball picked up behind the net. Giving the rough stuff behind the net. That's Dan Tremblay fighting for positioning. That one's going to get dumped down the length of the rink, and that one will be icing. Faceoff will come back to the Bandits zone. So Netgain Hackers now getting some offense going on their own. Then we saw that in the first minute of this game, but after that it was all Bandits. But now we see it back in the zone of the Bandits. 5:20 remaining here in the first period. Draw one by Corkum. Back, that shot blocked. The shot of James Price blocked, trying to get that stretch pass there was Harmer. Harmer plays that one deep, that one's kicked aside. Picking it up in the corner now. It's David Perchin. Harmer has it now. Harmer to Perchin. Out front, that one gets blocked in front of the net by Corkum. Corkum to Moore. Moore into the slot. Big save made. Loose ball in front of the net. Picked up now by Tremblay. Tremblay's fat pass gets picked off by Platt as he tries to play it deep. In control of it now. There's James Price. He plays that one up to Tremblay. Back to Price. There's a little bit of a tumble there. No call on the play. And Price has control of it. Josh Price trying to get by Sweeney. Sweeney doing an excellent job there on defense. He's going to chip that one up. That one's picked up now by Corkum as he's going to wrap that one around the boards and get that one in deep. Then he goes off for a line change. Sweeney now has control of it. Sweeney's centering pass gets by everybody. No icing call. Picked up now by Chris Van Berkom. Van Berkom plays it off the boards. Brought into the zone there by Dan Tremblay. He brings that one back to Price. Corkum plays that one over. Oh, it's swatted aside. Picked up by Harmer now. Harmer's got Platt with him. Harmer's shot. Stopped by the blocker of Conrad Decker, and it goes off his blocker and up and out of play. Faceoff will come to Decker's left with 3:51 remaining here in the first period. Nothing still. Harmer getting set to take the draw. Harmer wins it back to Sweeney. Sweeney shot. That's a chopper. It looked like it went off a stick or something. Not where it was intended to go. Getting back to get it now is Sweeney. He has his head up and a little bit of time on his hands. Sweeney to Harmer. That one's now picked up by Price. Nice battle. Both teams trying to fight for the ball. Price has it. James Price plays that one off the close boards. Corkum gets that one in deep. Harmer has it. Harmer lets one rip, and that one goes up. Out of play. Faceoff will come on the left side, just outside the Netgain Hacker zone. And we've seen some good chances so far, but goaltenders Conrad Decker and Ricky Zepf have been able to shut the door when called upon. Control the ball now. That's Brian Moore. That one whistled down for the hand pass, and faceoff will come just outside the Bandit zone. Harmer and Corkum taking the draw. Corkum wins it, but Harmer with a nice chip up to himself. Harmer all alone. Nice deke. What a save made by Conrad Decker. he was able to get over and get a piece of that one. As he keeps this one a scoreless affair. Great chance there by Cody Harmer, but even better save by Conrad Decker. Sweeney chips that one up. Harmer trying to make something happen. He dips that one down low. Perchin couldn't get a good hold of it. That one thrown out front. Behind the net now. Picked up by McKee. McKee's going to wrap that one around the boards. Back to McKee. McKee plays that one back to the point to Sweeney. That one goes off of Sweeney's foot. Loose ball. Played in deep by Van Berkom. Van Berkom and Sweeney going hard at it against the boards. Sweeney plays that one over. That one chipped up. Trying to find. That was Jamie Kunich. But that was just out of his reach, and that one goes for icing. Let's take another look at that last save there. As you see Harmer in all alone and able to get over to make the save was Conrad Decker. Just an outstanding stop. And it's not easy to move side to side here at Barrie Ball Hockey, which makes that save just even more impressive, as it's not a nice surface where it's easy to slide. That shot there from the point. It goes off the end board, loose in front of the net. Trying to get position, and that was Dan Tremblay. Tremblay has it. Tremblay gets the ball poked off of him by Sweeney. That one's chipped up to Platt now. Platt off to the races. He's got no one, he's got no one to pass it to. He's looking for a pass outlet. Pass that one out front. That one scores. A nice finish by Jamie Kunich off the pass from not Cody Harmer. That was Trevor Platt. As you see here again, Platt comes around the net and sets it up to Jamie Kunich, and he makes no mistake on the doorstep. And it's 1-0 for the Bandits with a minute 24 remaining here in the first period. Kunich getting set to take the draw. Won by Corker. Kunich quick on the trail of James Price. Harmer trying to get a hold of that. One's dropped in deep into the zone by McPherson. Picking up is Corkum. Corkum has nobody in front of the net to pick up that pass. It's Trevor Platt once again using that speed. Finds Kunich. Back over to Platt into the corner. Platt. That one rolls by Kunich. Dan Tremblay. Tremblay jumps that one in deep. Tremblay has his head up. He's looking for somebody to pass it to. That one gets blocked by Sweeney. Sweeney plays that one up and over. No icing calls. That one goes right onto goaltender Conrad Decker. Corkum over to Tremblay. Tremblay shot blocked by Sweeney, and that one goes up and out of play. Faceoff will come to the right of Ricky Zepp. And 31.5 seconds remaining here in the first. The lone goal from Jamie Kunich off the pass, off the setup by Trevor Platt, has this one a 1-0 game. Tremblay plays that one in deep. Sweeney has control of it now. Sweeney taking his time. Sweeney trying to wrap that one around. And Corkum all over him in the corner. Picked up again by Netgain Hackers. That one thrown out front. Picked up and cleared. As Harmer dumps that one in deep, and Chris Van Berkom gives that one over to Price. Loose ball now. The centering feed out in front. Big save made by Conrad Decker. And he's made a couple of big saves on this one, only allowing the lone goal to Jamie Kunich, which was a one-timer from in close. 0.7 seconds remaining here in the first period. Kunich getting set to take the draw. And that will do it for the first period of play. A first period that saw lots of action at both ends of the rink. But just the one goal to show for, as Jamie Kunich has the game's lone marker, as the Netgain Hackers trail the Bandits by a score of 1-0. And we'll see if we see more of this excellent goaltending play here in the second period. I was really impressed by the play of Ricky Zepf and Conrad Decker, doing an excellent job keeping both their teams in it. Referees now checking in on both goaltenders. We have the one checking in on the timekeeper, getting set to start this second period of play. And we're off to the races here in the second period. Kunich trying to get a hold of it up the draw. Sweeney's going to play that one in deep. That pass to Harmer. Harmer. In control of it now. Harmer has it. He's going to pass on over to Perchin. Perchin. He can't get a hold of it. Loose ball. That one passed up by Sweeney. Sweeney gave that one up to teammate Brian Moore. His shot scores. No goal though, as Moore never brought it in past the blue line. We'll see there a second look. Brian Moore, they're saying, never brought it in past the blue line. And it's hard to tell. The boards are in the way of that camera angle, but the team member is already in the zone, which means it's an offside. That was Sweeney getting in just a little prematurely there. That shot goes up and over the net wide. Chris Van Berkem. It seems now, though, the Netgain Hackers are just shooting from all angles. Sweeney in front. That shot stopped. Ricky Zepf will cover that one up. Now, it was hard to see from that last angle, but it looked like official Lee Couture made the right call on that one, as it never looked like Moore brought that one in past the blue line. Face-off coming to Ricky Zepf's left. Out shot from the point. Stopped by Zepf. Behind him now. Up in the air. Brought out in front. Corkum has it. Corkum. His backhand attempt goes wide of the net. Picking it up now is Van Berkem. Van Berkem. That's Sweeney all over him. Now Moore trying to wrap that around. Harmer has it. Harmer drops down back to Sweeney. Sweeney over to Harmer. That one will go the length of the rink for icing. Face-off will come back into the Bandit zone. Now we got another angle of the that last goal that got waved off because they said it didn't cross the blue line. Now, from that angle, it definitely doesn't look like it does, like it crosses the blue line. So, right call made by veteran official Lee Couture. I'm sure he's seen a lot of plays like that one in his officiating days. That shot from the point stopped by Ricky Zepf. Kept in the zone. Trevor Platt trying to split the D there. That one ends up in the corner. Platt and Price fighting for the ball. Platt has it now. Platt throws that one out front. Loose ball picked up by Moore. Moore's going to look for the pass. That one goes off to the side. That one picked up now by, that's Robert McKee. He's going to get that one in deep. McKee throws that one back to Platt. Platt gets stripped of the ball. Van Berkem up to Moore. Nice job by Sweeney playing the man right away, but able to get by him is Moore. Moore has control of it. Moore has that one blocked. And here's Harmer with it now. Cody Harmer. Trying to find a pass, and he finds Platt. Platt. Oh, that was a close attempt there, as he had Perchin on the doorstep. Excuse me, Key on the doorstep, but they couldn't finish. In control of it now. Tremblay brings that on front, scores. Corkum with a nice shot from the hash marks is able to beat Ricky Zepf, and we're all knotted up at 1. As you see there, it's Dan Tremblay with the fake shot, passes it out front to Corkum, and he gets a nice shot from a nice angle As that one beats Ricky Zepp, and we have a 1-1 hockey game. Both teams fighting for it. Dan Tremblay. Kept in by Price. Price winds one and fires. That one goes wide of the net. Drop back to Tremblay. Tremblay shot. Deflects off a body in front of the net and goes wide. That one will be whistled icing. Netgain Hackers now have all the pressure on the Bandits, and they've seen some good chances in return. They've definitely started to use the points a bit more, which has opened up some space and area down low. Will be interesting to see how the Bandits respond. Corkum was out back. Shot. Now it looks like it goes off a Harmer stick and out of play. Seems like they're trying to get Van Berkham's shots from the points, as he does have quite the shot. Because that one went off a stick. It's coming out of the zone. Corkum doing an excellent job holding his ground on the draws. Platt was trying to run right through him. Picking up now is Sweeney. Sweeney has control of the ball. He's going to give that one, trying to give that one out to McKee. Kept it by Price. That one clears out of the zone. Van Berkham has it. He winds and fires. That one kicked aside by Zepp. Loose ball now. Nice pass up to Platt, but he's got Price right on his tail. An excellent job by Price getting back there. Loose ball now. Both teams fighting for it. Karmer walks in. Kicked aside. Loose ball. Rebound. Platt takes his time. Shot blocked off somebody. It's still loose in front of the net. Platt has control of it now. Platt. His shot. Misses the net wide. McKee has it. McKee. That one rolls right by Platt. Moore plays that one up to Van Berkham, but he loses control of it. Having it now is Platt. Platt plays that one over to Harmer. Cody Harmer's shot goes wide. McKee has it though. McKee down low to Platt. Looking for someone to get in front of them. He gives it off to Harmer though. He throws that one out front. That one just gets by McKee. Van Berkham now bringing it the other way. It's a 3-on-2 if they can get it going. Van Berkham trying to get by, but he can't. That one chipped up. That one goes the length of the rink. No icing call. Price plays on up to Moore. Moore able to get a stick on that one. Sweeney getting back to play it now. Sweeney plays that one over to Platt. Platt chips that one up to himself. Nice job by Price to hold the ground at the line. He drops that one back to Moore. Moore winds and fires. That one misses the net wide. Now brought up to Platt. Platt has control of it now. He passed that one over. The tip and attempt by Kunich just goes wide. That one trying to pass out front. That one misses. That one goes up and over and into the Bandits bench. Face off will stay in the Netgain Hackers zone. You see here, it was Platt and Kunich on the 2-on-1, and Kunich just misses the net wide. It didn't look like Conrad Decker got a piece of it. It looked like it missed the net wide entirely. Face-off won by the Hackers. Van Berkham trying for the high arcing clear. That one's kept in at the line. It's now been cleared out of the zone. Gives that one to Kunich. Kunich winds and fires. That one gloved aside by Decker. That one goes over to Platt. Platt in control of it now. He's going to try to pass out on front. That one's picked off. Here comes Corkum. Corkum's got it. He winds and fires. That one goes wide, I believe, and up and out of play. I know it's in the glove of Ricky Zepp, as he's able to cover it up. Nice save there by Zepp, able to get the glove on it. Face-off controlled by the Bandits as they try to clear the zone, but now Netgain Hackers have it. Andrew McPherson. McPherson gets taken off the ball. Platt has it now. Platt trying to cut outside. That one's whacked aside by, excuse me, that was Van de Berkham. Nice job there chasing after it. It's Andrew McPherson able to get his stick on as that one goes up and out of play. 3:40 remaining here in the second period. All knotted up at 1. It was the Netgain Hackers who got off to the early lead with a goal from Brian Moore. Or excuse me, it was the Bandits who scored first with a goal from, it was Jamie Kunich on the doorstep who made it 1-0. And after that, it was a response here in the second period. Loose ball in front of the net. Gets by the goaltender. Now Kunich is going to try to get a hold of it. Kunich and Van Berkom fighting for it. Kunich has it now. He's going to play that one off the boards. Now gets by Moore. Picked up now behind the net. That's Perchin. Perchin, centering attempt. That one ends up behind the net. Van Berkom trying to use the chip and run, but he can't get a good hold of it. Perchin now trying to fight for it. That one's now brought back into the center. Perchin plays that one up. That centering feed, that one gets by McKee. Now picked up by Kunich. Kunich's shot goes off a foot in front of the net, stays in the rink. Perchin gonna wrap that one around the boards. Loose ball now. Perchin winds and fires. Loose ball in front of the net. Picked up by Van Berkom. Van Berkom plays that one out of the zone. Sweeney chasing after it, using his wheels. Him and, excuse me, that was Tremblay and Sweeney fighting for it. Played to Kunich. Kunich winds and fires. That one goes off the iron and comes right back into the glove of Conrad Deckers. He covers that one up. And with 2:21 remaining, face-off will come to in the second period. Face-off will come to the right of Decker. Should be noted that the player that has the most points between these two teams is Andrew Colucci, who's not in the lineup today for Netgain Hackers. And in 5 games, he has 8 points. Moore has the ball now. Moore's going to play that one in deep. That one played off the boards. That one gets by Konich. And that one will be whistled down for icing. Faceoff will come back into the Bandit zone to the right of goaltender Ricky Zepp. Getting set to take the draw is Andrew McPherson for the Netgain Hackers. That one picked up. Passed over to McKee. McKee has it. He plays that one down into the Hacker zone. McKee. Played that one over to Platt. Platt now has it. His shot blocked by Van Berkom. Van Berkom, he takes it down the other way. It's a 3-on-2, but that one gets swatted aside by the stick of Cody Harmer. That one goes up and out of play. Face-off set to the right of Ricky Zepp with under 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. It'll be Corkum taking the draw for the Hackers, and he wins that one back. That shot by Price goes off a body, it looked like, and goes up and out of play. And we'll do that again here. Only 3 seconds ticked off the clock there. Still a minute 37 remaining here in the second period. Loose in front of the net. Big save made by Zepp. Loose ball still. Now corralled by the Bandits. They got to try to clear this one out of the zone. That one goes off the top of the dugout. So they get the whistle. It was Ricky Zepp making an excellent save, but it was the loose ball in front of the net that was the danger. Luckily, the defenseman of the Bandits was able to get to it before the Netgain Hackers could, to keep this one all knotted up at 1. Harmer has it. He's going to play that one off the boards. He finds Perchin. Perchin. He's got Platt with him. That one just out of the reach of Platt. McKee now picks it up. McKee throws that one out front. Right to Perchin. What a save made by Decker. He was able to get across and get his glove on that one. What a save made by Decker. Loose ball now picked up by Perchin. Perchin throws that one out front. It's picked up by Price. Price, his pass attempt out of the reach of Sweeney. And now it'll be covered up by Zepp. What a save made by Conrad Decker, though. He was able to get across and get a piece of that one. As we're going to take another look at this one. What a chance there. The shot by McKee. The rebound goes right over to Perchin. But it's the reflex of Decker able to get over there quickly and make the stop. That one batted out of play by Cody Harmer. And the faceoff will stay in the Bandit zone. This one coming to the right of Ricky Zepp. 43.7 seconds remaining here in the second period. Corkum getting set to take the draw. Corkum wins it back to Van Berkom. Van Berkom has it. His shot blocked aside by Zepp. Loose ball, kicked aside there. Again, loose in front. Getting a hold of that one now. That is picked up by Moore. His shot blocked aside by Zepp. That one looked like it moved a bit. Like it had eyes. That one kept in by Corkum, though. Corkum shot blocked. Loose ball picked up by Harmer. Harmer's going to chip that one up. There's Kunich and Perchin all behind the defenders. And Kunich misses his attempt. And he rolls into the boards. And that will do it for play here in the second period. Some great chances at both ends. It was the lone goal here in the second period for the Netgain Hackers as they were able to tie this one up at 1. So we'll see who can get that go-ahead goal here in the third and final period of play. Excellent job in net by both goaltenders, Ricky Zepp and Conrad Decker. Some excellent saves made by Decker. Some plays where you thought he was way out of the play, and there was no chance that he could stop the ball. Decker was able to come across and make the saves. Lee Couture getting set to drop the ball. Both teams lining up. Checks in on both goaltenders as Corkum and Platt will take the draw to start the third period. Draw won by Corkum. Price has it. Price plays that one in deep. That one wrapped around, picked up by Corkum. Corkum drops that one back. Picked up by Price. Price to Van Berkom. Van Berkom winds and fires. That one goes off a stick and out of play. Faceoff will come just outside the Bandit zone. Platt getting set to take the draw. So is Corkum. Corkum wins that one back to Price. Price has it now. Passes out to Corkum as he plays out in deep. Chasing after that one is Moore. Moore gets a stick on it. Corkum has it now. He passes that one over. That one's shot goes wide in the net. Loose ball. Covered up by Ricky Zepp. Faceoff will come to Zepp's left. That one won back to Van Berkom. That shot gets blocked aside. Loose ball. Picked up now by Moore. Still loose in front of the net. That one trying to swan run. That one's Harmer. Nice job able to get to that ball. Cody Harmer has it now. Pass that one across to Platt. Platt. Shot. Blocked aside. McPherson plays that one around the boards. Price getting the rough stuff there from Harmer. He passes that one out front. That one just out of the reach of McKee. Now here come the Netgain Hackers. Not too quickly though. Sweeney's able to keep that one in. That shot, but batted aside by Corkum. Corkum has control of it. And a little bit of time as well. He's going to pass that one over to Moore. Moore trying to get it back to Corkum. It goes off the foot of Sweeney, but Sweeney does a nice job recovering. He gets that one over to Harmer. Cody Harmer has it now in the corner. Harmer trying to play that one out front. That one's picked up by Corkum. Corkum over to McPherson. McPherson has that one go off his stick. Now picked up by the Bandits. Van Berkom has it. He brings it into the zone. Van Berkom. That one swat aside. First one back's Moore. Moore's going to play that one. Plays that one over to Price. Price got Platt on him. That one's brought over to Sweeney. Sweeney's the first man back. Sweeney, his pass gets by McPherson. And Platt, no icing called. Price has it now. Price trying to find Corkum up the middle. That one will be played by Zepf into the corner. Sweeney plays that one to McKee. He was trying to knock that one to himself, but he ended up swatting it away. That's going to be called for the hand pass as the Bandits did touch it. 7:31 remaining here in the third period. And we're knotted up at 1. And it's one of those games where you just can't call who's going to score the next one. It could be any player on the court. So we see some excellent chances at both ends. And some excellent saves by Conrad Decker in this one. Keeping his team in this one. Price has it. His shot goes wide of the net. McPherson's going to get to it first. McPherson has it now. He's trying to bring that one in low. That one's swatted out to Price on the point. That one goes wide of the net. Knotting that one down was Moore. Moore. He'll center that one. That one goes wide of the net. Corkum picks it up. Corkum. He circles around the net with it. Has some time. His shot kicked aside by Zepf. Now picked up. Now brought back to Zepf. That one goes off a body. That one wrapped around the boards. Kunic trying to get to it. He can't get to it, and it's knocked out of play by Van Berkom. Face-off will come just outside the Netgain hacker zone. As you see, maybe the benefit of having an extra substitution for the Bandits will come into play, and now late in the late stages of this one. That one over to Platt. Platt shot. Big save made by Decker. Loose ball still picked up behind the net, trying to bring it out front. Platt plays that one over to Perchin. Perchin shot blocked. He had an excellent chance in the second period when he was denied by Decker. Platt trying to keep that one in. He can't. Sweeney trying to go grab that one. Goes up and out of play. Ball tossed back into play by the referee. And face off one by Perchin as he's able to clear the zone on that one. Moore has it. Moore's going to dump that one in deep. Nice job there by the defenseman. Plays it down. And that one goes right back to Moore. He winds and fires. That shot goes wide of the net. That one chipped out of the zone now. Coming up with it. That one batted right back in. Sweeney has it. It's a 3-on-2. Sweeney plays that over to Moore. Moore out in front to Corkum, and that one rolls off his stick to Sweeney out in front. Zepp sprawled all over the place. He's able to cover it up. 5:54 remaining here in the third period. And not the most orthodox style of play by Ricky Zepf between the pipes, but it's been effective in this one, only allowing the one goal so far. Reminds me a bit of a Tim Thomas, Ricky Zepf, in between the pipes there. Picking that one up now is Perchin. Perchin turns the fires. That one blocked by Van Berkom. Harmer has it. Harmer is going to play that one up. He grabs it, and he throws it in on Decker. He gloves it down. And he plays that one over to Price. Price with a nice move around his man. Kept in the zone there. All brought back to Van Berkom. Van Berkom's going to wind and fire all the way from back there. No icing called. Picked up now by the Bandits. That one rolls by Kunja's stick. That one will go the length of the rink for icing. 5:04 remaining here in the third period of play. Still knotted up at 1. and Decker has made some outstanding stops in this one, but Ricky Zepp, you got to give credit where credit's due. He's only allowed the 1 goal so far. Obviously not making it look easy by any stretch of the imagination, but effective. That one goes off a body, and we'll do that again. Faceoff will come again to Zepp's right. Corkum wins it back. Van Berkham's shot gets in high on Zepp. The bouncing ball, Sweeney that was Tremblay, couldn't get a good hold of it. Tremblay trying to set up. Harmer takes it. That one's batted down by Price. Kunich doing a nice job getting positioning. Corkum's going to wind a fire. That one ends up on McKee's stick. McKee's trying to center feed that one. That one goes up off the stick of Corkum and out of play. Faceoff will come to the right of Conrad Decker. That shot there goes up and over. That was Platt taking the shot right off the draw. Kunich will back and he'll try to wind up fire. That one's picked up now by Van Berkham. Van Berkham trying to work this one. He's got a 1-on-2. He dumps that one in. That one gets chipped by Van Berkham. Picked up by Tremblay trying to grab a hold of that one. He's knocked down. He moves the net off the moorings a little bit. Lee Couture, the official, will go and play that one. Adjust the net accordingly. Van Berkham now has it in the corner. Van Berkham fighting for it with Kunich. Kunich gets a hold of it. And that one goes up and out of play. The ball is retrieved and thrown back into play. Faceoff will come to Decker's left. Draw one by Platt. Back to Carmer. His shot goes off the blocker. Rushing through, there's McKee. McKee gets on back to Harmer. Harmer's shot blocked by Corkum. Corkum tries to clear that one. Blocked by McKee. Corkum picks up the loose ball. He winds the fire. That one goes wide, and then Corkum picks it up again. Taking his time with it now. Corkum throws it to Price in the slot. Loose on the side of the net. Still loose in front of the net. That one just cleared out of the zone. That one goes the length of the rink for icing. It seems like they're getting the chances here, Netgain Hackers. They just can't finish. Ricky Zeff led up the rebound there, but they just couldn't get to it. With 3:16 remaining now. It'll be interesting to see who, if anyone, can get that next goal. I'll play into the corner. Harmer has it now. Harmer lobs that one. That one's played by Van Berkham. That one's picked up by Platt in the slot. Dips that one over to Perchin. Back over to Platt. Shot. Stops. Goes up and over, and it's in. Platt able to get a little bit of ball luck there as that one rolls up off the blocker of Decker and into the back of the net. We're going to see that one again. See, there's Decker after the fact. And it was, the ball just rolled up off of Decker's blocker and it went in the air, and I can't tell if someone got a hold of it, but nonetheless, we have a go-ahead goal, and it's from Trevor Platt. Corkum trying to come back the other way and try to tie this one up. Corkum over to Van Berkham. His shot blocked. Loose ball picked up by Corkum. Corkum has that one picked up by Harmer. Now Harmer's got chipped on off the boards. Platt chases after that one. Platt trying to chip and run. He can't get it by Price at the point. A little miscommunication there between Van Berkham and Platt. That one brought up now all the way up to Platt. Platt couldn't get a good shot off. Platt trying to pass on over, and that scores. Perchin on the doorstep. Able to give his team a 2-goal lead. A little bit of insurance there from Perchin. As we see here, It's Platt on the break, a partial breakaway there as he had Price right on his tail. He was able to pass it back out in front to Perchin. And it was another goal on the doorstep. And they now lead the Bandits by a score of 3-1. Picked up now again by the Bandits. That shot kicked aside by Decker. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Little collision there from both guys. Nice hard battle for the ball. That one's dumped in deep. Loose ball picked up by Tremblay. Tremblay has it in the corner. Pass that one back. That one just out of the reach of Van Berkem. Decker will swat that one over to Price. They need a couple of goals quickly here. Netgain attackers, Hackers, if they want to tie this one up. That shot goes up and over. Zepp has no idea where it is. He's been getting some bounces here in this game as well. Picked up now by Perchin. Perchin plays on up to center. Platt can't clear the zone. Price keeps it in. He's going to dump that one in. Loose in front. That one bounces over a stick. Now picked up by Sweeney. Now Moore has control of it. Moore taking his time. Throws that one out front. That one rolls by the net. It is picked up by Cody Harmer. Harmer's going to wrap that one around. Sweeney's going to try to bat that one out of the zone. That one gets by Perchin, and that one will go for icing. 1:03 remaining here. And the Netgain Hackers need 2 goals. And they need them fast. It seems his goaltender, Conrad Decker, is signaling that he should head to the bench. What the Netgain Hackers are going to call a timeout here. And it looks like they're going to be pulling goaltender Conrad Decker in favor for the extra attacker. Which makes perfect sense here in this one as they do trail by a pair of goals, and getting that extra attacker out of the court might be the best way to score a couple quickly here. See McPherson, who's on the bench, now making his way onto the court, and they will use that extra attacker. Referee signals that the timeout is over. And face-off will come to the right of Ricky Zepp, who's only allowed the 1 goal so far, as he's made some nice saves of his own in this one today. Face-off controlled by the Netgain Hackers. No goalie in net for the Hackers. They've pulled him for the extra man. Perchin, his shot goes wide. Van Berkem now has control of it. Under a minute remaining. Van Berkem now brings it up. Pass over to McPherson. McPherson brings it into the zone. Passes it off to Tremblay. Tremblay has his pass picked up. Spins and fires. Loose ball in front. Big save made by Ricky Zepp. Again, Zepp makes the save. Sprawling everywhere. Scores though. McPherson picks it up off the boards. And he's able to make this a 1-goal game now. With 37 seconds. They're going to need another one really quickly here. You see, there's the empty net, and it's gonna. Now we see the goal. McPherson able to pick it up off the boards, and caught a sprawling Zepp out of position. And now we have a 1-goal game. Out brought to the zone by Harmer. The net still empty. See the Harmer looking to put this one away. Picked up now by Corkum. Corkum dishes it off to Tremblay. Tremblay, a fight for it along the boards. Price and Harmer were going after it. Picked up now by Van Berkem. But now Harmer has control of it. Under 15 seconds remaining. That one goes back to Moore. Moore's going to try to dump that one in deep. Moore over to Corkum for the tie. Big save made. Zepp. Loose ball still. Kicked aside by Ricky Zepp. What a save by Ricky Zepp. Loose ball in front. And that's going to do it as time expires on this one. The Netgain Hackers had some excellent chances late in that one to tie it up, but it's the Bandits who hold on to win this one by a score of 3-2. Really excellent game, and Conrad Decker there, as you see on your screen, made some excellent saves in this one. As you see, both teams now in the traditional handshake line, as we see after every game here at Barrie Ball Hockey. It was the Bandits edging the Netgain Hackers by a score of 3-2. I want to thank you all for watching Barrie Ball Hockey Game of the Week here on Rogers TV. And for those behind the scenes and in between, I'm Steven Zahoyas.